What's up, everyone? Happy Friday. It is July 25th. It's Denise Salcedo here. It's another Friday night, and we got Friday Night Smackdown to get into here today. Wow. So first of all, how is everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing all right. Yesterday, I was at San Diego Comic-Con. Got a bunch of videos you guys probably saw over on social media. Today for SmackDown, I need to see what's been officially announced. There's going to be quite a lot today from the looks of it. Of course, I'm going to have to, mention the fact that, hey, this is going to be I'm curious to see what this episode's going to look like because it is going to include a Hulk Hogan. I think they're definitely going to be paying tribute, which they have already promoted that, and they definitely have to. So you got that, and then it's going to be the additional stuff that they had already promoted for their show. So the dynamic of tonight's SmackDown will definitely be a little bit different than previous SmackDowns and whatnot. So we do got the Cody Rhodes. Never mind the Cody Rhodes. We got Cody Rhodes is going to be addressing a street fight against John Cena. We have the Wyatt Six will be defending Andrade and Rey Fenix. Remember, they earned that #1 contendership. We're also going to be seeing Alexa Bliss versus Roxanne Perez, the match I'm most looking forward to here today. And then we also have Randy Orton, Jelly Roll, Drew McIntyre, and Logan Paul are all going to be making an appearance. All of this in a 2-hour SmackDown. So it's going to fly by today, everyone. It is going to fly by. So, all right, we're going to get started in a bit. I'm going to get Raw going, but I hope everyone is having a nice day. And I know it's going to be a little bit, this is probably going to be a harder kind of a show to do, but we'll be here and we will make the best of it. And, just chill and have a good time. Let me get the audio going 1 second. All right, SmackDown's about to get started. All right, hold on. Let me know if you guys can hear that. If you can hear that all right, let me know, and then we should be all good to go. Oh, that's a little loud. Let me see. Is that loud? No, that's about the level I always have it at. All right, guys, here we go.
Then.
All right, so I hope the audio is good for everyone. It should be good. This is the level. Netflix now saves the volume that I always have it at instead of me having to start all over every week. So technically I will have it at the same volume that we usually do. Thank you to everybody. Daniel says the sound is good. Arthur says the audio is good. All right, here we go, everyone. Let's see what we get today. We're starting with a in memory of Hulk Hogan graphic. And I think they might do it. Yep, they're going to do a 10-bell salute with the entire roster out there right now. So, wow, this is just crazy. This is so crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday we lost one of the biggest and most globally recognized icons in the world.
Jimmy Hart is there. Sergeant Slaughter.
A man I grew up watching, was fortunate enough to share the ring with, and like so many of us, were honored to call a friend. The truth is, he captivated millions of people and inspired them around the globe.
Yeah, you got it, everybody out there.
We would not be standing here right now, all of us together, if it was not for him.
It's still so weird. Like, even just seeing Hulk's name on the graphic and his picture, like,
help us honor him
what?
now,
It doesn't feel real.
as we give a 10-bell salute to Terry Bollea, the one and the only, the immortal Hulk Hogan.
All right, there you have it, the 10-bell salute in memory of Hulk Hogan. Yes, guys, we got everyone here in the chat. Like I said, today's going to be a little bit of a different kind of a show. There's just a lot that has been going on regarding just everything. I wonder if they're going to do like yep, there it is. A video of his career.
I just love the business. There's nothing else like it. It's just magic. This is the most exhilarating experience you'll ever have.
I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life.
I'm gonna be fighting for all my Hulkamaniacs. What are you gonna do with Hulkamania?
Seeing the entire like Hulk Hogan montage,
Defines sports entertainment.
it feels like he lived
Hulk
a million
Hogan
different
is
lives.
Sports entertainment.
Seen everything, movies, TV, wrestling, you name it.
The 24-inch pythons, the bandana, the training, saying your prayers, and eating your vitamins is definitely the right way to live. Power, personality, persona. He was a box office attraction, a global icon. But before all that, he was Terry. In 1953, Terry Gene Bollea was born in Augusta, Georgia. He loved sports, and he played the bass guitar while chasing his musical dreams.
1976, I was playing in a rock and roll band. I said, I'm quitting. I'm going to be the greatest professional wrestler that ever lived.
He was first known under a mask as the Super Destroyer in 1977. He made his WWE debut in 1979.
Hogan!
You are looking at the new king of professional wrestling. Hogan's allure grew from Shea Stadium to Hollywood, where he got his big break in Rocky III.
He looks so huge in that movie. In Rocky III, he looks massive. Standing next to Sylvester
Then
Stallone.
At Madison Square Garden on January 23rd, 1984, the day Hulkamania was born.
He dropped the big leg on him! He got out! History made in Madison Square Garden! Hulkamania is here!
I feel the energy. Hulkamania's running the world.
Andre.
Hulk Hogan was woven into pop
I always get
culture.
happy when I see Andre videos
He was
or
a
pictures
slice
or really
of
anything Andre the
Americana.
Giant.
Right here on MTV, just being here with all the rock and rollers. Rock and wrestling, the Grammys, Saturday Night Live,
Mr. T and Hulk Hogan!
and the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
Unbelievable! Pandemonium here in the garden!
Then in 1987 at WrestleMania 3, Hogan did the unthinkable.
The irresistible force meeting the immovable object. Look at this!
The image we have seen a million times with with Hogan body slamming Andre.
Without a doubt.
His rivalries became stuff of legend. Roddy Piper, Macho Man Randy Savage, the ultimate.
I was a big
warrior.
Macho Man fan too. I loved Macho Man.
By the early 90s, Hollywood came calling again. There were TV series and more movies before a shocking arrival in WCW. From the ultimate hero, the Hulkster, to the worst villain, Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
You should call this the New World Order of Wrestling, brother.
New World Order. He turned the business upside down.
Hulk Hogan, come on out here.
Here's the NWO.
Crazy how this like now feels like so many moons ago. Doesn't it feel like such a long time ago? I know it was, but
Hogan came home.
it didn't always
in
feel like that.
2002. And there was only one man to mark the occasion and match his stardom.
God, I still remember watching that, like that stare down. I still remember just thinking about it so intently when we saw Hogan and Rock at WrestleMania 18 was just like insane.
What you gonna do, Rock? Hollywood Hulk Hogan give you all he had.
3 years later, in 2005, Hogan was inducted.
Damn,
into
I
the
was there at that
WWE
Hall of Fame
Hall of
induction.
Fame.
Crazy.
My
I was there with my
Every
uncle
time
for
I get in the ring with him,
WrestleMania
he
weekend, and that was
developed
the
something
first
called character, a love for this business that'll never die.
In the
the
years that
first
followed,
Hall of Fame I ever
Hogan
attended.
never left the spotlight. Across decades and so many changes to the business,
I never knew 30 years later I would have a love affair with the maniacs of Madison Square Garden in this town like I have.
somehow Hogan's charisma and connection to the audience always remained. While his steps slowed, his work ethic never did, and his influence never wavered. He loved his fans.
Thanks for making my childhood, buddy.
From young to old, Hogan was the ultimate hero. Even till the end. On July 24th, 2025, surrounded by family and friends, Terry Hulk Hogan Balea passed away. He was 71 years old. But Hulkamania will live forever.
You develop a love for this business. It's something that's in your spirit. It's something that you can never lose. It's something that will stay with you till the day you die. As it will with me.
When you get a dose of Hulkamania, it is the ultimate natural high. It's something that you can't shake. It's something that makes you shake in your seat. And it's something that you can't beat, Daddy. And Hulkamania will live forever.
Gone but not forgotten, the incredible Hulk Hogan.
All right, there you have it. They did a 10-bell salute for those of you who might have just tuned in. 10-bell salute, as well as a tribute video of his career, and the entire roster, Triple H and Legends, are still currently there on the stage, paying their respects. Yeah, guys, this SmackDown's gonna be a little different, of course. So it's just yeah, we're gonna go to commercial now, but let me go ahead and catch up with what everybody is saying here today. Wow. No, so let me tell you guys, I haven't really had a chance to really talk so much about Hulk Hogan and the news and everything, because I had mentioned earlier that yesterday I was over at Comic-Con. So the way that I found out about Hogan's passing was I had literally just gotten off the train and I went to the bathroom, and I was in the bathroom, and I started to see like some text messages coming in, but obviously I was waiting to like read said text messages, and I washed my hands, and I'm, you know, doing my thing, and then I walk out, and I'm even like still not even on my phone yet, and finally I cross the street and I go on my timeline on Twitter, and right then and there I see the news about like Hulk Hogan and TMZ posting it, and I go to WWE's page immediately to see, like, you know, because TMZ has gotten stuff like this in the past wrong. So I thought, all right, let me go make sure that this is legit, right? So went to WWE's website, saw that it was legit, and then by then, like, it was just everywhere, right? And so yeah, man, it was weird. It was just weird. Like I just like thought, oh my God, like what? Like Hulk Hogan, like I couldn't possibly, it's just like it was shocking. Like you don't really expect it. And of course you never really do when anyone ever passes away. You always have a moment of, oh my God, like this person is gone. And so it is something that is very, very hard, very, very hard. And so I think the overall message, though, that I wanted to say today is just, and it was crazy. I was just saying this on another stream, and you guys probably remember because some of you guys were probably here. Just a couple of days ago, I feel, I was talking about how sometimes you just have to, like, I was thinking to myself, like, when you're having a bad day and you feel like everything's going wrong, or you're, worried about all these little things and things that at the end of the day don't matter. Like, I always tell myself, like, stop worrying about that stupid shit that doesn't matter in your life and just focus on living your life and living the best possible life that you possibly can. And I know it's hard because we got bills and we got, car problems and just things that we have to deal with every day. That's part of everyday life. And sometimes it can get us down, but don't let it get you down so much so that you don't enjoy every single minute of your life. So that was really the big message that I kind of wanted to say during this stream. So yeah, and I don't know what else to say, guys, but thank you so much to DJ and everyone who's here, by the way. Thank you so much for everyone who's hanging out. We got Maya Jones, by the way, who just became a brand new DWO member. Welcome, Maya. And we also got Sheldon Jackson, who gifted 1 DWO membership. As always, Sheldon, you are the man. Sheldon says, also, I got to ask, how was your ride home on the Metro? I mean, Amtrak yesterday. I was on the Amtrak yesterday. So I had the best time. So I decided to take the train to San Diego Comic-Con yesterday because last year parking was about $100 at Comic-Con, and $100 each day, by the way. Not just the whole day. No, it was every single day. It was $100. So, and then I also struggled looking for parking last year, and I just thought to myself, I don't want to do that again. I really, really don't want to do that again. So I decided to basically take the train. And on the way over there, it was really, really good. Like, it was very nice, relaxing, you name it. But on the way back, though, the train broke down 3 times. So that was not enjoyable at all. They just kept saying that the power was going out. And it was like, what kind of train am I on if the power is going out? But thank you, Sheldon.
That has been in the modern era.
We also got Uncle Don here. Moved by Triple H. Yeah, of course. I feel like in situations like this, you definitely, I think, taking the classy route is always the best route.
That very much.
We got Uncle Don here who says, what happens to his new projects with Bischoff? They still going to keep going? The last I checked this morning, I hadn't seen any updates from Eric Bischoff on his Twitter account. I don't think he said anything just yet, unless I missed it. But that was really early this morning when I last checked. So I'm really not sure. Obviously, he also has his beer and all the other stuff. So I'm pretty sure that some of that may keep going. I'm just not entirely sure how that's going to look. Thank you, Uncle Don. We got sports and wrestling guy Joe says, rip Hulk Hogan, but an emotional tribute to Hogan. He would be truly missed by many. There will never be another icon like Hogan. He gave a lot to this business. Hulkamania will live on forever. Thank you, Joe, for sending your message out here. And yeah, a lot of Hogan's fans, this is going to be
the guy who for the longest time
very tough one.
Criticizes the outsider, the intruder, the mega celeb entering WWE and skipping the line, and now he's the one who's been offended.
And yes, this is a very complicated passing, guys, because as many of you guys know,
and it's SummerSlam tag team matchup.
Everyone has known Hogan's controversial past and things that he has said. And I know a lot of people here do not agree with the things that Hogan has said and whatnot. However, I definitely on this stream don't want to. I don't want to ever say anything bad or anything like that, especially after someone just passed away. So it's a really tough one, guys. But let's see what Logan Paul here has to say.
What's up with the switch up?
Zeno Hour says, Denise, are you attending SummerSlam? Wait, hold on. What did he say?
Thank you, Logan.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what? Sorry, I misunderstood what Logan Paul said. I was like, wait, what? What did he say?
Hey, you're welcome, by the way.
What did he say?
Straight. Yes, this city raised me.
Johnny T says, we can say bad things about Logan.
But this city did not make me. In fact,
so funny.
I made this city. Shut up. Everyone here knows it. And I know what you're all thinking.
Paul is the perfect person to send out there so that he can get booed and people can get mad seeing this Logan Paul out here.
You and I have nothing in common. No, seriously, listen. I made it out.
Oh, we should probably be seeing Jelly Roll right now, right?
Hey, but tonight, Tonight's not about me, guys. Tonight is about the community. I'm giving back tonight because tonight I'm giving Cleveland a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see a special edition of Impulsive TV Live. Yeah, that's right. I'm bringing out the human donut hole.
What?
Who made a mockery
Human donut
of
hole?
our business on Jimmy Kimmel Live.
That is pretty cool, though, getting to be on Jimmy Kimmel.
That Kentucky Fried Convict what a real host looks like. I'm going to show him
how sad David here says no pop for Kimmel.
Because Jelly Roll, I got news for you.
Oh, there's Jolly Roll. Damn, Jolly Roll got a pretty decent reaction. He really, really did get a decent reaction.
The 4-time Grammy-nominated music superstar, Jelly Roll.
Stop the music. Stop the music. You don't got to play that song for Logan Paul to know who his daddy is. Did I hear
All right, let's see Jelly Roll's promo skills.
You think you're an inspiration? The only thing you've ever inspired is little asshole kids to film themselves being assholes.
All right, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was funny.
You know what
He's
else?
not wrong. I detect no lies from Jelly
You know
Roll.
what else? I'm sick of you talking about Cleveland like people from Cleveland actually like you.
Even Cleveland doesn't want to own up to Logan Paul.
Jelly Roll. I think you're confused, brother. I know you can't read. This says Impulsive TV, okay? This is my show, so shut your mouth and show some respect.
Oh my gosh, someone has the Cody Rhodes shirt with the hair. And it's right front. He's right front row.
I brought you out here to let you know that you are getting in the ring with two of WWE's finest. You understand that? You're getting in the ring with Logan Paul, the Moment Maker, and the Scottish Warrior, a 6'7", 300-pound giant who I get to tag in. And Randy Orton gets to tag in you.
I mean, I detect no lies either from Logan Paul here.
Couple of cheap shots you got on me. Buddy, you got
Randy's
nothing.
gonna carry the team
So
for
who
sure.
the hell do you think you are?
Who do I think I am? I think I'm the guy that's fixing to put you in a body bag and ship you back to Westlake.
He specifically said Westlake. That's where he's from.
You know what really pisses me off about you, Logan? You ain't never had a struggle in your life. You have been a silver spoon kid your whole life, Logan.
Screw them silver spoon-fed kids.
I'm not getting in this ring just for me. I'm getting in this ring to represent every poor kid who had a dream that they would never make it.
Damn, Jelly Roll.
By high school jocks like you. That's why I'm getting in this ring.
Jelly Roll turning babyface right before my eyes, bruh.
Just
I mean,
so
he already
we're
was for a lot of people, but maybe not for
I'm
me.
getting in this ring to bring light to this ring. The only thing you have ever brought in here is a ring light.
It's a ring light.
I'm here, Logan, because I have been a WWE fan my entire life. The WWE represented me. The WWE represented every single one of us.
All right, Jelly Roll. Cutting a pretty nice little babyface promo. Not too shabby.
You make fun of my story, but my story has inspired millions and millions.
I don't know his story, though.
Around the world.
I'm not familiar with Jelly Roll's story.
You have the audacity to talk to me crazy when we know in your heart and soul you are soft as Charmin? And I know for sure you ain't nothing but a prime peddling punk ass bitch.
He really threw out Charmin. I'm Charmin clean. Everyone knows the Charmin commercials.
Oh,
there's Drew.
Right.
I want to hear what Drew's funny, so I want to hear what Drew has to say again. I liked all the things he said to Jelly Roll when they were on Jimmy Kimmel. I thought Drew was the best part in that.
I want you to know you have made a really big mistake if you think I came here alone tonight, boys. I hear voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand.
Bro, Jelly Roll's living it up, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. Jelly Roll looks happy as fuck right now. He looks like he's living his best life. You can't be mad when someone's living their best life. Shout out to Thunderhawk57. We got Big G. Shout out to Arthur Andrews. Hey, what up, JC? She says it's an amazing story, Denise. Seriously. Oh, really? I have no idea like what his story is. So I'll Wikipedia him later. Uncle Donk here says, perfect ending. Travis Scott with a bong in his hand, then passed out from mash. Much hash. Cody rips his ear off. What? Hey, well, I mean, ear for an ear, right? He did bust his eardrum. We got Michael Duke in the building. Shout out to Sucho. We got, who else do we got in here? Austin Wright. We also got Dan Bridgman. Oh, and here we go.
Here they go.
We are,
They're wasting no time
Randy wasted no
whatsoever.
time, yeah.
No time for talk. And McIntyre raking the eyes of the Viper. Cheap shots aplenty right off the bat. And Jelly Roll, bad things happen in that ring.
And now it's 2-on-1 with Drew McIntyre right over.
Why are you holding back, Drew? Do it.
To give light to the ring
Oh, wait,
tonight.
never mind. He's going to give it the reins to
Logan.
Logan.
To Logan Paul.
Punishment time. This is
Now
a
you're
lesson
it.
for Jelly Roll.
The beatdown is underway in the center of the ring. Logan Paul on the attack of the music superstar Jelly Roll. Oh, Randy's back up. Randy's got Drew. To the outside, they fight on.
Takes more than a poke to the eye to keep the
Is
Viper
there a I
down.
love Logan
Stomping
Paul
the hell out
sign
of
that
the
I just
Scottish
spotted?
Warrior.
Oh,
And
like that's
Jelly
the
Roll
first
breaking
I
apart.
love
Look
Logan
at
Paul
Jelly.
sign I've ever seen.
After jab.
Shake, rattle, and roll.
And an elbow.
Granted, of course, we're in Cleveland, but still.
Back elbow. Shoulder tackle by Jelly Roll. The work in the Performance Center. Perhaps paying off a bit, Wade.
Using all of the power in the frame. Just a
Jelly
big set
Roll.
of lungs.
Stop showboating. Get in there. Ah, not in the
Takes
jellies.
him down to his knees.
He got him in the jelly beans.
Experience in this game is paramount, and Logan Paul has that certainly.
Oh, he's
versus
locking in that
Jelly
big
Roll.
right hand,
Here we
Wade.
go.
He's locking in that big, powerful right hand. Jelly Roll escapes it. My black hole slam.
Oh my God!
Postman slam by Jelly.
Bro, I
Can
don't think
you
I've ever
believe
seen
this?
anyone more hyped than Jelly Roll right now. Legit. Don't think I've seen anyone more hyped.
Impulsive
That's
TV
funny.
came
Like,
to a
look, guys, y'all
funny
know I wasn't the
classic
biggest fan
ending
of this
by
idea,
way of
right?
Jelly
But at
Roll.
least he looks like he's having a good time. So there you go.
Huge shocker that Jelly Roll proving he has picked up some chops in the fight game.
Tag team action next week at SummerSlam.
Jason here says, I'll admit it, I'm a jellyhead. Is that what he calls his fans? Jellyheads? Or are you just making a joke? Not like legit. I don't really know that much about Jelly Roll, guys. So that's why I'm like asking. T5 Degrade says, Jelly Roll Slam. Yeah, you have to call it the Jelly Roll Slam. I did hear he lost about 100 pounds. That's insane. Good for him. All right, let's see what we got here.
Rey Fenix is.
Rey and Andrade getting a promo?
I know who Andrade is.
They look good.
Sombra.
Nice for referencing his La Sombra character before his WWE days. Ooh, I like this.
Money.
Dinero, baby, dinero.
Any move is intentional. We are on different level.
That's a fact, though. Most people don't even know it.
It's only a matter of time till that goal is around our waist.
I would pop so hard if they won today. I don't think they are, but I would cheer and scream.
Rey Fenix. Somos dinero.
Hey, yo, I like it.
I
like it.
their shot to
I like
topple
it.
the new champs tonight. It'll be our main event. And
Although
Friday,
there's
Ray
no
Phoenix
way the Wyatt
against
Six
the
lose. Like, they
mystified
literally
Wyatt
just
Six.
won the
That's tonight.
championship bouts, guys. Like, legitimately just won the championship belts. All right. It's Alexa. All right, hold on 1 second. I need to get my next stream.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Alexa Bliss again with my favorite intro.
Accompanied by
Oh, it's time. Sorry, guys. I just realized it. It's time for her match with Roxanne. Sorry, my brain had like a mini brain fart at the moment. Like, I forgot why she was coming out right now.
Tag team champions Roxanne Perez is coming your way next with Charlotte by her side. WWE Universe, here's a special look at the cast of the Bad Guys 2, breaking down the thrilling rules of Lucha Libre, Bad Guy style.
All right, 1 second. Let me mute this commercial break. Let's see what we got now. We got Don the Visionary says, not Charlotte with the pom-poms now. They're so cute. We got Arthur Andrews here who says, are fans cheering Alexa or Charlotte? Well, I don't think they realize that Charlotte, when you hear Alexa's theme, of course, it's going to be Alexa. So definitely Alexa in that case. But I mean, when Charlotte came out with her own theme at Evolution, like, she got hella cheered. So Alexa Bliss has definitely helped turn Charlotte Flair back into a babyface. Let's see what else we got here. We got Kevin Simpson who says this match will be lit. I have been looking forward to this match since the second that they announced it. By the way, thank you so much, Latuan Rocket, for the super chat. You the man, bro. Thank you for the love. We got Professor Elm 13 who says Jelly's going to surprise you. Better be hungry. I tried to get Santi to commit to a bet. Like, hey, if Jelly Roll does a good job, like, we have to basically eat our words. Like, we have to eat like jelly donuts or something on the air, or like Jello shots, or literally anything with jelly in it. And Santi did not have the balls to commit to a bet. So as of right now, there is no bet. So y'all should let him know, like, hey man, you should have committed to one of these. Okay, look, real talk. I just want an excuse to eat a Jelly Roll donut without feeling guilty about it. So I'm using my work. I'm using my work to get me a jelly donut. We got Uncle Don here who says, no shades. Who's taller, you or Roxy? I'm actually not sure that I remember. It's been a while since I've stood next to Roxanne. I don't remember, but I think if you pull up our interview that we did together, not the third one, not the second one, but the first interview that I and Roxanne did, we were standing next to each other. And we were standing in that interview. So I would go back and look at that one and see what you see. I think I felt a little taller that day, but again, I was wearing heels though. However, I don't remember if Roxanne was wearing heels that day too, though. That's the problem. I don't remember. But thank you, Uncle Donk, for asking the hard-hitting questions. By the way, this is a question that I get asked a lot. People are always asking for like my height versus like other female wrestlers' heights. It's like one of the top questions I get. Thanks, Uncle Donk. Oh man, that's so funny. All right, let's see who else we got in here. Let's see. We got Robert Basic. All right, Robert, you're gonna have to let me know how to pronounce that, but it sounds fancy. It sounds nice and fancy. So kill it with that last name. Let's go. Ashton Marcano's in the building, says jelly donut splash. I would do anything to splash into a jelly donut. Are you kidding me? Literally anything. Yeah, let's see what else we got in here. Let's see. Jason Borge says Jelly Logan is going to be a crazy rivalry. J Grouse 9 says Jelly cosplay with Santi. Yeah, that would be kind of funny if like Jelly Roll does a really good job. Suddenly me and Santi have to come into the podcast dressed as Jelly Roll. That would be kind of hilarious. Hey, we got Saif Den Super. What's up, Saif? He says, I was just thinking, does Mysterio and Eddie become icons without Hogan? WCW and WO gave them the platform. He was so iconic. Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero also have their own legacies within Mexico and whatnot. So I would definitely not just say Hulk Hogan for that one. Thank you, Saif. Let's see what else we got here. We got Infamous DJ1 who says rainbow cookies have amazing jelly in them. stop it. Infamous DJ1, my heart, it can't take it. Arthur Andrew says we can stop on our way to Dunkin' Donuts and ask for some jelly donuts. Let's effing go. Let's effing go. All right. Let's see. Hey, John, what's up? Thank you so much for tuning in. I thought it was classy what Triple H did, and that's really my only thoughts on that as of right now. It was the right thing to do. Let's see what else we got here. We got Tracy here who says Krispy Kreme's $19.99 a dozen. I will pay for the donuts. Dang, Tracy's like, let's effing go. Let's get these donuts. Dang. Robert also says Andrade and Ray better win. I wish. They're not, but I wish.
Massive crowd here in Cleveland for Friday Night Smackdown. They're back for the baddest comedy of the summer. Don't miss the high-stakes globe-trotting heist in The Bad Guys 2, only in theaters August 1st.
Wow, I haven't heard Roxanne Perez's. Did they change her theme song? They slowed it down, did they not?
And her opponent.
I was about to say, I haven't heard Roxanne's theme song in a long time. And then I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, you have. It's just the fact that they changed it. Why did they slow it down like that?
Team champion from Laredo, Texas, Roxanne.
Damn. Everyone in the chat is saying she got death rumbled.
Worked her way up to be a two-time NXT champion. Now, really, wait.
Arthur says sounds brand new to me. It's basically her theme song, but
Perez
just slower. Like very, very slow.
Of this year.
Well,
we got Lewis here who says it's the third version of the same theme.
Alongside Raquel Rodriguez.
Sucho says for once I'll say fire Death Rebel. Don the Visionary says slowed it all the way down.
And Charlotte Flair, that is SummerSlam Saturday, 1 week from tomorrow.
Alexa Bliss hasn't held tag team gold since 2022. Of course, with Charlotte. Next week, the Allies of Convenience, as they've been dubbed, the We're Not Friends crowd that seemingly becomes closer and closer every week. That could all change. But first, this tough test in singles action.
All right, here we go. I was waiting for this match. Come on, baby. My two hot topic girlies. My two hot topic girlies.
Versus Charlotte Flair.
They are here.
For Charlotte Flair with a major assist on the outside from Alexa Bliss, who's making a red-hot start in this one. But the underhanded tactics of Roxanne Perez come to the fore.
Yeah, she was trying to close it early, was Bliss, but now Roxanne Perez, and right back into it with the roll-up. And again, the kick out by Perez, who comes with a slapping right hand, who gets the attention of Bliss.
And that simply did not work at all for Roxanne Perez, trying to throw Alexa Bliss off her game. Far easier said than done.
Goes to the body.
I like that Alexa just like chopped her right in the abs.
There from Alexa Bliss.
Don the Visionary says hot topic showdown.
Experience Roxanne.
Oh!
Unawares.
She turns to Rodriguez for a moment, and now Flair
it's
just
so funny
right
that they both have their big giant Rodriguez. Girls with them.
First time that Alexa Bliss and Roxanne Perez have gone one-on-one against each other. Of course, come next week at SummerSlam, it will be the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. Bliss and Flair against Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez.
We talked about a little earlier what started as Allies of Convenience, I think has blossomed.
All right, we're on commercial break here.
Despite the fact they may not.
We got Arthur Andrews here who says I got Alexa for the win. Nice Darren G says I'm still here just having dinner. What's up, Darren? Hope you're enjoying your dinner.
Roxanne Perez twice to take advantage of that.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let me see. We got Donna, aka Smiley Girl 814. Thank you so much for the super chat. She says 30 months already. Wow, time is flying by so fast.
The way of Alexa Bliss, and somehow, some way, Roxanne Perez needed.
Oh my God! I think it might be the first 30-month member that I've seen on here sending their message. I think Professor 13 says my daughter.
I wonder if earlier in their careers this could have developed. If there would have been enough awareness.
Thank you so much for watching the show. That is very, very cool of of you to watch this or any of my videos. I hope you're having an awesome summer vacation in school. If you're in school, I'm assuming. Thanks, Professor Elm13. We got Dan Bridgman here who says they slowed it down so Dom could understand it. Savage, Dan, savage. Why Dominic Mysterio out here catching strays? Joe Compton says Jelly coming out to Toby Keith is epic. Jelly didn't look too bad. I'm looking forward to the tag match. I didn't know that was Toby Keith. I feel so embarrassed because I thought that was Jelly Rose singing his own theme song. So, Joe, had you not said anything, I would have thought that that was Jelly Roll. Like, I have no knowledge of country music whatsoever. Like, legit. No knowledge of country music. So I thought that was Jelly Roll singing. So funny. Joe, thank you so much for educating me on that. I would have felt so stupid had I like said outright that was Jelly Roll singing. Thanks, Joe.
Again, hooks the leg. And again, Bliss finds enough.
Hey, Arthur! Says BTW, love the shirt you got on. Yeet. Yeah, so this is one of my Hot Topic shirts that I bought when I did the Hot Topic WWE haul. I got this one, I got the Roman one, and I got, who else did I get? I have Rhea, CM Punk. Those are all the Hot Topic shirts I got.
Right now, at least.
Dance, you are a Swiftie. She has country songs. Those are the only country songs I know, baby. Literally, the only country artist I've ever actually listened to, Taylor Swift and Shania Twain.
Well, Alexa Bliss,
legit, that is it. That is the extent of my country fandom. Miss Shania Twain was the shit. And then, of course, Taylor.
Dominant force in the tag ranks.
The arrogance of Perez as she feels she's in complete control.
You should be arrogant. You're dominating someone as accomplished as Alexa.
We got Ryan Adams here who says, girlfriend walks in during Alexa's entrance and goes, I need that Charlotte outfit. Hey, Ryan, you got to make sure to give her a gift card. Get your girl a gift card. Oh, wait, you said Charlotte. Never mind. Charlotte.
Alexa Bliss trying to turn things around against Roxanne.
Like,
Perez, the Dragon Screw helps out.
Ain't no Hot Topic with Charlotte. Charlotte is shopping at like the finer stores. So never mind. But yeah, no, Charlotte is the one that I always say that if I could like invade anyone's closet, it would 100%. Hands down, be Charlotte Flair. Like, girl, give me your hand-me-downs. Except I wouldn't actually be able to wear them because she's a million times taller than I am.
Five-time world
Thank you, Ryan. And yes, your girl, by the way, has good taste.
Team champion. As Charlotte Flair, her recent teammate, now taking on the role of chief supporter.
Volley of offense here from Alexa Bliss, and how quickly the tide turned.
Such a hot start by Roxanne Perez. Oh, is she lining it up, looking for Sister Abigail, but look at Perez raking right across the face and the eyes.
And that was superb. Referee.
Oh, what in the world?
Referee didn't see the eye raker. Referee certainly did not see that. That is two women completely on the same page there.
Raquel Rodriguez opens the door for Perez.
Yeah, that wasn't going to fly with Charlotte. Of course not.
Send her over the barrier into timekeeper and just clean up that mess.
Wiping out one of the most powerful women in the entire division, and Perez far from impressed by that.
The 14-time world champion helping out as now Bliss looks to take control.
Can't blame Flair for getting involved there.
Oh, she may be
Raquel got herself involved in the match, and here we go.
Could this be Twisted Bliss? Oh, on the outside, a big boot by Raquel Rodriguez.
Well, simply wasn't
Charlotte and Raquel are still going at it on the outside, by the way.
And she's lining her up, possible power bomb. And look at Alexa Bliss. Her
concentration
moves now to Rodriguez. And instead of a Twisted Bliss, she's going to the outside with it. And the Twisted
that may have costed Alexa Bliss the match, though.
To the floor.
May have costed her the match.
Charlotte Flair was in major trouble there, about to receive a powerbomb, perhaps, to the apron. That diversion has temporarily saved Roxanne.
Oh, it's a roll-up. It's a roll-up.
Told you. Costed her the match, and Roxanne won with a roll-up. Yeah, that seems about right.
Here is your winner, Roxanne Perez.
Oh shit, Alexa Bliss is
Bliss
bleeding.
went to help Charlotte Flair. Cleared out Raquel Rodriguez instead of the twisted Bliss on Perez. It gave Perez time enough to come up with
Oh
that
shit,
win.
Alexa's
One
bleeding.
win apiece now as
Where's she
Alexa Bliss
bleeding
is
from?
busted open.
Her
The
nose?
decider will be at SummerSlam
can't tell from this
Saturday.
angle.
A week tomorrow, WWE Women's
Maybe
Tag
her mouth?
Championships on the line between these four.
Here's Kathy Kelly.
Yeah, Joe.
All right, we got Jade looking like a zillion bucks. Pretty
the
MP.
biggest opportunity of your career, a singles championship match.
Wait, is
against
that
Tiffany Stratton at
Solo and his
SummerSlam?
bloodline
Tell me, how are you
staring
feeling?
down? Oh, I thought they were
Kathy, I
staring
fought
at
through something that was
Jade.
supposed to take me out.
They're having a
Here
meeting.
I am as your queen of the ring. Next week at SummerSlam, I'm gonna show them all why I am a natural born champion.
Jade, thank you so much. She is just.
Why do I feel like the
confidence,
bloodline,
Joe.
like the bloodline's listening to her promo?
I'm sure you are not
Oh, there's
talking
Chelsea.
about Jade.
Oh, I love
radiating
that color
confidence.
combo of her
Girls,
gear.
Secure the perimeter and get me coffee while I deal with this. I was screwed out of that Queen of the Ring tournament, okay? I should have been at SummerSlam wrestling Tiffany Stratton, not crown-stealing Cargill. She's just so stupid and
Chelsea, turn around.
Idiot's slow.
No.
It's useless. But there's a cuter word for it.
Kathy, give her the eyes.
No. She's right behind me.
Oh. Chelsea finding out.
You forgot your hat.
Well, Chelsea Green's mouth getting her in trouble right now, and
Jade just slams her into the mirrored wall.
I think they're heading our way, Joe.
Jade Cargill, who's going to be fighting for the championship at SummerSlam, is now just carrying Chelsea Green.
Oh shit, did she hit
out to the
Chelsea's head
entryway.
as she was carried her out?
Attempting to scramble away is Chelsea Green, but in hot pursuit now is the Storm, and this is one Storm you simply cannot outrun.
Yeah. Go talk now, she says. Go run now, she says. Throws her right into the ring. We got a referee in there. We got a bell.
Yes.
We got a match.
Oh, we're getting right to
We
it.
got
We're
Chelsea
getting
and
Jade versus
right
Chelsea.
away. Oh, the big pump kick by Jade Cargill.
We got Shirley Fox. Hey, Shirley Fox, thank you so much for tuning in.
Can you believe this?
Yeah, Lewis,
It
you're
rolled up,
right.
just
He's like,
adds
wait,
some
they're both
water,
in
and
gear.
it's
They're going to have
Jade
a
and
match.
Chelsea right here
Lewis
in
knows
Cleveland
what's up.
right now.
Johnny T says Chelsea is a great chicken. She kind of is, though. That's what kind of makes her, like, really fun, too. By the way, we got Joe Compton who sends in a super chat. Thank you, Joe. He says, Jelly's song is called Who's Your Daddy? It is one of Toby Keith's many hits. I can educate anyone on country music. I'm a redneck from southern Indiana. Country is my life. Okay, so
And the secret Hervis
Jelly's
got
song
here
is called
way
Who's Your
too
Daddy?
late, left
It
Chelsea
is one of
Green
Toby Keith's.
completely
Oh, so it's a
unprotected.
cover?
I would
So the
find
one
them
that he
on
walked out with
week's
today,
wages for
was it
incompetence.
Jelly singing or was it Toby
Yeah,
singing?
not much protection going on there.
Was that-
for Chelsea,
like, was he
is there?
singing a
I am the
cover
director
of Toby's
operations.
song,
Yes,
Who's
yes,
Your
yes.
Daddy?
No, I am nothing.
Okay, I'm
assistant,
asking way too many
and
questions.
we will be implementing
Thank you,
those
Joe.
fines
You don't have to send it
That's
in a
all on
super
you,
chat, by
brother.
the way.
You
Your
take that
follow-up. You
assignment
can
as you
definitely
want.
send it in a normal
I'll sit
comment.
and watch.
Thank you,
Consider it
Joe.
done.
Jade with Chelsea right up top, right away,
Oh, no.
and just slamming her head down on the top turnbuckle.
Chelsea Green hasn't got a single shot in on Jade Cargill from the off, and who can blame her?
We also got,
Just
let me see, we got, and Mr. GRK Chef 13 who says, I'm glad Roxanne won, but her new music is horrible.
Chasing
Fire the
it
person
down.
who
I
came
mean,
up with it.
Chelsea's looking for the
Yeah,
exit.
they slowed
don't
it
think
down
Chelsea
like
knew what she was
way
stepping
too
into
much,
at all.
which
You
I
blame
don't
her?
love.
What would you do if Mike
But
Tyson was
that's
coming
what
after
they
you? You'd
did.
start running
That's
too,
what they've
right?
been doing with everybody.
This is
Like, I
simply
don't get why it's
how
so
this
hard to come
referee
up
has
with some
allowed
good
this match to
songs.
go
That
ahead.
I mean, granted, I'm not a musician, but that's why I'm not a musician.
Chelsea Green.
I feel like they should come
Former
up with some
United
songs
States
that like
champion.
grab your
The
attention
inaugural
fast
United States champion.
and
the
keep
greatest
like
ever
some good
United
words
States
in there,
champion.
a
Oh,
good
They've had half
rhythm.
a year of United
Gets you
States
more
champion.
hyped for the wrestler that's
Jade
coming out.
easily getting out of harm's
Thank you,
way
Mr.
there with
GRK
that
Chef
Well, it was
13.
a nice tactical move by Chelsea Green. A little divert. Distraction from the referee.
John says, do you
Secret
prefer the
Herb is
train over the
getting
car or
involved in
plane now?
this
Sticking to
match
the
has
wheels
done
and
a
wings.
switcheroo.
Honestly, if the train
Chelsea
didn't break
now
down, I would
looking
say the
every
train
inch
was
the
very,
former
very
United
nice.
States champion once again.
I think I liked the train more than the plane. It was far more comfortable. But the fact that it kept breaking down, though, I was like, oh, I don't know about this. This is taking a little too long now.
Yeah, but look at
That
the
part was a
technique
little
of Chelsea
frustrating.
Green.
Also, you know what I found
daylight in
really
that hole
spooky about the
whatsoever.
train
Squeeze it,
was
but dear life.
going from like car to
Jade
car.
looks to
That little in
undo
between
it,
when you have to
and she
press the
does
button
with
for
a
the
series
door
of
to open,
elbows
and then
right
you're
to
like in this
midsection
weird
before
little
Chelsea
spot,
slams
and then you
her
got to
down.
open the other button to open the next door.
Now, little
That made me
verbals for
very
good measure.
uncomfortable. I kept feeling like I was gonna get trapped in there.
Ragdolling Jade Cargill at this point. Jade, the #1 contender. To
Joe
Tiffany
says
Stratton's
that was Toby
WWE
singing.
Women's
Jelly used it as
Championship.
his theme.
They'll go
Okay,
head-to-head
thank you. Just
SummerSlam
making sure that I got
Saturday,
that
1 week
clarified.
from
Thank
tomorrow.
you.
Not
Michael
the
Duke says
ideal
Toby is the one who
preparation
sung Who's Your Daddy
whatsoever for
first,
Jade
but then
Cargill.
Jelly Road did a cover.
It's
Ah.
always interesting to see how
Thank you,
the
Michael, and thank
superstars
you, Joe.
approach their major
And
matches
Larissa
at
also says
PLE
Toby
like
keeps singing
that.
that song.
Lead up
Okay, we got a
to it.
lot of country
This
fans in
came
here.
out of
What
left
up?
field, this battle with Chelsea Green.
If it were me, I personally, if I was Jade Cargill, would not have shown up at SmackDown. I'd have taken the week off.
Hey, Day the
Well,
Mexicans in the
might
building.
get
He
some
says,
rest
always
over the
beautiful at
training,
work,
but
can only
instead,
watch on break.
he's
Hey,
under the
Day the
cosh
Mexican, we got to
from
do what we got to
Chelsea
do
Green.
first, right? First is our obligations, and then our fun time. Thanks, Day the
Jade
Mexican.
Cargill is a
Hope
week
your
away
trip
from
back was
fighting for
also
the
a
WWE
safe
Women's
one, which from the
Championship.
looks of it, it was.
Chelsea Green
Hopefully it was a good
foolishly
one. and
thinks she's
not
safe
too
right now,
troublesome.
but here comes
Thanks,
Cargill.
Day.
Well, Cargill's ability to bounce back is incomprehensible after taking a
Yeah, I
real
wasn't
beating
expecting
over
a
the
match
last
today
couple of
between
minutes
Jade and
from
Chelsea.
Chelsea Green. This
That's nice.
is why Jade Cargill is your queen of the ring and why she is #1 contender for Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam.
Offensive assault, the fall away slam, the kip up, and now splashing into the corner against
Dad,
Chelsea
Jay Grouse
Green,
9 says
who
Jimmy Wang
opened
Yang
her
sang
mouth just
Jimmy Wang
minutes
Yang
ago,
sang
not
Jelly Steam.
realizing
Jimmy
Jade
Wang Yang.
Cargill
I
was right
haven't heard
behind her.
Jimmy,
Now Jade's
Jimmy
been
Wang
taking it out
Yang's
on
name in a
Chelsea.
very long time.
Secret Hervis always present.
We got
ringside.
Zachary here who says,
Trying
I'm
to
from
come to the
Tennessee, but
aid
I'm not the biggest
of
country
Chelsea
fan. I'm
Green.
more of a metalhead. Rock on, dude.
Hook the leg.
All
Chelsea
right, that
looking
was
for
so
the win.
lame. I'm sorry,
Jade gets rid of her.
Zachary. If you leave and never come back, I understand why.
Violently against the mat there, and
No
here
hard
we go,
feelings,
might be
bro.
time.
No hard feelings.
Prettier lined up. No.
Powered through to Cargill.
Oh, I thought she was about to slap her with the jaded and get it. Oh, she
Could it
still
be
is.
Jade? She delivers. Jade Cargill.
I mean, that's a very easy win for Jade. So, getting those W's as Queen of the Ring. Oh, there's Alba. Alba, baby girl, they lost the match already.
Oh, and Alba
The girl lost the
and
match
Piper
already.
Niven
There's
on
nothing
the
more
attack
to do.
instantly.
I mean, of
And
course,
sometimes in
inflicts
life, when
further
you
pain
win,
on Jade
really
Cargill,
you
sure.
lose. Well, Jade Cargill. Well, this
Okay,
is
there's
Jade
Tiffy.
Cargill's opponent a week from tomorrow at SummerSlam, Tiffany Stratton, WWE
Get in there,
Women's
Tiffy.
Champ, apparently here to save the day.
I like how
And
Piper
it's
walked
Tiffany
towards
Stratton
Tiffy like all like
taking on the
stern.
Secret Hervis. Oh, and Jade's back up on her feet.
We're gonna end with a nice little
And they both get
Tiffany
the best
and Jade.
of Piper Niven.
If I was
They're
Tiffany
down.
Stratton,
Oh,
I
and their
would have
gear
allowed
kind of
Jade
matches
Cargill to
right
take a
now,
beating
so
here, considering we're going
I love it. I love how
they're
their gear almost
Only to be
matches,
tiring.
but it's so
What isn't yours
different
quite
and
yet?
unique to their own personalities.
And Tiffany says no. A tug of war here
I
in
feel
Cleveland
like
when they're a week
I
away
feel like
from
Jade is
fighting
giving
it
Victoria's
at
Secret
SummerSlam.
Girl vibes, while Tiffany Stratton is giving Fredericks of Hollywood, you know? Okay, some of the guys are probably not going to get that. Maybe some of the girls will. I don't know.
And could well power Cargill to victory 1 week from tomorrow at SummerSlam Saturday.
It'll be the Queen of the Ring, Jade Cargill, against Tiffany Stratton. MetLife Stadium, SummerSlam, biggest party of the summer next weekend.
All right, we are on a commercial break. Never mind, we're going to. Oh, Alexa Bliss is busted open. She was busted open earlier, which we saw, but.
Sorry about your nose.
Oh, it is her
Listen, this
nose.
can't happen at SummerSlam. I mean, tonight wasn't SummerSlam, but.
I love how
It's okay,
Charlotte's so
but-
caring.
Why wouldn't I be? I mean, we're partners, aren't we?
Hug it out.
You're gonna say friends, right? No, I wasn't partners. Maybe after we become champions at SummerSlam, I'll think about it.
That's sweet. Why does this feel so wholesome? I love that. It's just too wholesome for me. I love it. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I need to end this recording really quickly. Also, just a heads up, guys, I have a brand new editor that I'm training today to cut clips. So if you guys see me texting on my phone, that's just me sending my editor some notes because today's his first day doing this job. So there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes and he's the one posting on Instagram and stuff like that. So if you at all see me looking like I'm texting on my phone, I swear it's work related. Okay. Just making sure I shout that out because I didn't want to look like I wasn't paying attention or something. And I always give full disclosure on these podcasts and whatnot. So thank you to everybody for listening to me on that one. All right, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna get this new video started. And if you're here, by the way, and I haven't shouted you out, throw a comment or something. Take part in the chat so that I know you're here and give you some love. And I know it's Friday. Friday is a very chill day. Everyone's just like, oh, ready for the weekend. Let's see what else we got here. Tracy says, welcome to the new editor. Yes, his name is Phil. And no, it's not Phil Lindsay. It's another Phil. So shout out to the new Phil in my life. Oh, that sounds kind of funny. The new Phil in my life. Yeah, I like that. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Carla says, Denise, you're coming with me as I go get iced coffee. Get it, girl, Carla. I love a nice iced coffee run on a Friday. I had an iced coffee run, actually. When did I do it? Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. I was craving iced coffee so bad. But I didn't want to go to Starbucks. And I ended up going, don't laugh. I ended up going to the Dollar Tree to go buy some other things. And then I turned around and I saw the drink section. And I saw that they had that Starbucks coffee, the bottled one. And I was like, I'm taking it. And it was so good. So good. So I never regret myself some iced coffee. We got a Smoking Weedo here who says they are fun together for sure. We also have, let's see. Spike Hunter says, welcome to the DWO, Phil. Really cool. The cool thing about Phil, too, is that he's actually like a fan of the channel that submitted himself for this job and had experience. So it's like, let's fucking go. Like, you already watched, so might as well like have you on now also doing like the actual show. So, I mean, that's really awesome. Yeah, just very, very happy about that. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Who's in here? What up to everybody? We got Intuitive Hodgepodge who says Nikki Bella shopping. Huh? What did I miss about Nikki Bella shopping? I'm not really. Oh, by the way, Happy Gilmore, I think, is out now too, right? Happy Gilmore, I think it's officially out. I saw Taylor Swift tweet about it. That's how I knew. I was like, oh my God, Taylor Swift posted on her story. What is going to be on her story? And then I go and it was that. So I'm definitely going to be checking that out. Let's see. Yeah, Bill W. from New York's in the building. He says, Happy Gilmore came out today. Yes. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to try to watch that. Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow. Sounds like tomorrow's plan. All right, we're back on the show, guys.
History could be made in Madison Square Garden as Hulk Hogan will try to strip the Iron Sheik of his title here tonight. Look at the powerful Hulk Hogan. Sheik now going to work. Camel clutch. He's got it. No one has been able to escape it. Look at his power in his way up for the Sheik and rams it. Hulk Hogan, he drops the big leg on him. Dude, he got him. We have a new champion. WWE champion is the dream of a lifetime. Hulkamania is here.
As we continue to remember the life of Hulk Hogan, you see the two-time Hall of Famer, 2005 individually, and then part of New World Order in the class of 2020.
Wrestling has never more loyal fan.
Adrenaline. Cobra says, "Dear editor Phil, how's it going? TTYL." So let me fill you guys in on how this works, right? So I've explained before that I have like a back recording, and so the editor takes that and clips it together and posts it on Instagram. But here's the thing: when they're posting on Instagram, they're also writing the caption and they're posting the hashtags. But when you're new, you got to get into the right like style, because you can't just be putting anything, right? Because someone sees that, they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, Denise wrote that? What the hell?" And that's only for my clips, right? For my show clips, because I'm here on the stream. So I usually tell all my editors, just keep it simple. This is exactly what happened. Cody Rhodes came out and made an entrance. You write on the caption, Cody Rhodes came out and made an entrance. Nothing more, nothing less, but very straightforward, because the last thing you want is for someone to put their own opinion on your own video. You're like, no, I don't know. Don't do that. Don't do that. So on top of that, there's also
and we all feel
sometimes also the other thing that when it's somebody's like when they're getting started, I like to tell them exactly what to clip out, so that they can get a good idea of what I consider something that is interesting on the show that should be made into its own clip, right? That way it just won't be all random and whatnot. So that's why I have to send in the text messages and things like that.
On top and finally pull the trigger before dumping the carcass of Cena
in my
soul,
soul,
leaving him in a heap.
Check the fine print.
Oh my God!
SummerSlam. It's a street.
My shoulders are in so much pain today from Comic-Con. Oh, by the way, tomorrow I'm doing an Instagram giveaway. So for those of you who are on Instagram, on my Instagram page, tomorrow I'm doing a WWE San Diego Comic-Con related giveaway. And that's happening tomorrow on the channel. But anyways, I was carrying the damn giveaway prizes, and they were pretty heavy. And so with my gear bag plus my giveaway stuff on my back, bro, my arms are so sore today. Like, it feels awful. Oh. Marshman96 says, "Imagine the poor car salesman when Cody buys a car and has to sign the papers." Just beats the shit out of him and makes him sign it himself.
Yesterday, WWE and pro wrestling lost one of its giants in Hulk Hogan. And I know emotions and feelings regarding it are complicated, but what is not complicated is his accomplishments and his contributions to WWE, to sports entertainment, to pro wrestling, to entertainment as a whole. They are staggering and they are indisputable.
Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting Cody to say anything, actually. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting it.
So as someone who gets to stand here and say that I'm a WWE superstar, he was the original, and I just want to take a moment to say thank you, Hulk Hogan. Now, Cleveland, there are street fights.
Oh, I thought he was going to say, now Cleveland.
And then
what are you
there's
going to
what's
talk
going
about?
to happen
I
at
thought that's what Cody was going to say
SummerSlam.
next.
We're not talking about virtue. We're not talking about victory. We're talking about violence. Because that's what virtue demands. Sometimes doing the right thing doesn't look like the right thing. Last week, John Cena saw that. He'll get plenty more at MetLife Stadium. But here's the tricky thing. I don't want to wrestle this John Cena.
What John Cena do you want to wrestle, Cody?
I don't want to fight a guy who didn't even want this match in the first place. I don't want to fight a guy who's counting the days until he's out the door. No, at SummerSlam, I want to fight the real John Cena. Because if I'm going to stand here and own it, I need to know that I can go through the very best. And the title that John Cena has, it's the biggest title in our game. It means he is the very best. This isn't about nostalgia. This isn't about headlines. This is about a once-in-a-generation superstar, someone who redefined what it is to be a pro wrestler. So John Cena, if this is your last SummerSlam, come like it is your first.
I thought he was going to say, come and get it.
Talking to Stu, the cameraman. I want you wearing the title the right way. I want you running to the ring. I want all the hustle. I want all the loyalty and the respect. We can beat it out of each other.
Please, I hope they beat it out of each other. I really want this SummerSlam match to be way better than they did at WrestleMania. Hey, shout out to Cruz Perez. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, we got Marky Dark in here. What's up, Marky Dark? And Yes Boy. What's up, Yes Boy? We also got Lynette Zayas. What's up, Lynette? Don't mind me, guys. I'm just massaging my sore arms right now. Everyone's going to be like, what is Denise doing? She's a weirdo. What is she doing on her stream? Massaging my sore arms. Thanks, Daniel.
The reason for wanting that fight against the real John Cena is because I need to know. I need to know that this story that we have all been part of is not just fantasy, is not just legacy. I need to know that it meant something.
I hope so too.
And the only person who has the answer to that question is you, John Cena. I'll see you next week.
All right, there we go, guys. There really wasn't anything too crazy.
This version of John Cena.
Ryan Sully says,
He
Denise,
wants the
weird?
real
No
John
way.
Cena.
Gee golly.
And we're going to get it in a street fight at SummerSlam.
Yeah, this is a Cody Rhodes who is laser focused, locked in. You see that look in his eye. There is something.
Ah, thanks. John says, I saw your pics were posted everywhere online. Thanks. Yeah, you know, it was so hard, by the way, to get in the front of that. I really wanted my videos to look better, but it was so hard to get front row seats of Comic-Con, and they didn't like, I had a press badge, right? But they didn't like block out an area for press. So it was really just like first come, first serve for the Comic-Con panel. So I ended up sitting to the far left, and so I was only able to get like the video footage that I was able to get, but also because I'm really quick on social media, I think I was like one of the few, or at least one of the first to post all of the videos that I had, which was impossible to guys, because you will not believe how bad the Wi-Fi at Comic-Con was. The panel ended at 12:15. From even during the panel, I was trying to upload videos and pictures and things like that. From 12:15 to 3 o'clock, I was freaking uploading those videos. And you're probably thinking, those videos weren't even long. I know they weren't long. They were like, the longest one was 1 minute and 40 seconds. 1 minute and 40 seconds. Yet it took me that long to upload things because of how slow the Wi-Fi was. I had to go to the hotel across the street, and then I made sure to eat at their restaurant just so that I could use their Wi-Fi. And even then, that Wi-Fi was only so good. Like, it wasn't even that great. Like, so it was a very hard thing to get them all up.
Get right to the point. I loved you.
I loved
you.
you.
Made it like this. You try to get me framed. You try to send me to jail. When I told my family, you, and everybody else that I'm never going back. Last week, Adam Pierce told me he was going to lock me down in the cage at SummerSlam with you. You see, I don't mind being locked down in that cage for the U.S. title, one-on-one with you. Because at the end of the day, I'm about to dog walk your ass. Y'all know what I mean? Hey, look.
The Miz.
You and I have some unfinished business. 6 weeks ago, you put me on the shelf, took me out. Give me just enough time.
Damn, I don't even remember that.
A guy who's went toe-to-toe with legends, outlasted monsters, beaten icons. Solo had to remind me that there's a bigger game at play, and you're just a pawn. And me, I'm not the victim. I'm not the target. I'm the main character. That's why I went to Nick Aldis and got us a match right now. So just so you know, you got the
Miz
wrong
is
guy
about to
on
get
the wrong
killed
day,
by
in the
Jacob
wrong city.
Fatu,
This
bro.
Cleveland, it's my hometown because I'm the Miz.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's from
Hello?
Cleveland. I forgot. Wow, I completely forgot. Sorry. Ah! He really slapped Fatu. Oh, he's going to kill you, bro.
A match right now, huh? Well, come on with it.
What is his problem slapping Fatu like that?
Oh, God.
Wow.
What the hell did you just
I like that we have a
do?
lot of surprise matches today, by the way.
You simply don't do that.
Oh, I mean, that's Cleveland tough and fan back, but doing that to the Samoan werewolf?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, residing in Hollywood, California.
Funniest part is him being from Ohio and not acknowledging it. That's funny.
Two in the Miz.
All right. Oh, by the way, I had someone asking me, Dan, I think it was. He asked why I didn't use my data. Bro, not even my phone was working. I don't think you realize how many people were at Comic-Con. Like, it was impossible. Oh, and I don't know how many of you guys saw that I tweeted out that
sometimes you're the hero, and sometimes you could be the bad guy.
Who's ready for some violence?
I'm keeping my eye on you, guy. What was that?
I panicked, okay? I'm a panicker.
It's not just about winning. It's about who you become.
I think I saw. Yeah, I've seen this little
You ever been deboned by
show cartoon thingy. Yeah, I've seen that.
And push to your limits. Sorry, nerves. The littlest.
Oh yeah, so as I was saying, by the way, we also got a couple of super chats. We got Saif Den Supers. That's Hulk Hogan wrestled 400 days a year. Uncle Dong says I've lost hope in Cena's final run. Prove me wrong, WWE. Yeah, I'm with you too, but I do think that they're gonna. Never mind, I should rephrase that. I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful that this match at SummerSlam is better. And if it's not, then ooh, it's gonna leave a bad. It's gonna leave a bad taste. And like when we think about, like when we go back and review and think about, you know, John Cena's final year, the Cody stuff. If it doesn't turn out good at SummerSlam, it's gonna be looked back at poorly, I think. Thank you, Uncle Donk, though, for the super chat. Very kind of you to send that in. Let's see what else we got here. By the way, I'm very nice to people here on this chat, but once you get inappropriate, I'm sorry, you're gonna be taken out on timeout, guys. I try to give everyone chances on here, but once you go too far, you might have to like look into your soul and see what is wrong with you, because some people get too crazy in here. And so sayonara, bye-bye. If I don't ban very many people on this chat, but sometimes y'all go a little too far, so bye-bye. All right, so let me see what we got here. Guys, it comes with the territory of my job, by the way. I'm very, very aware and have been for several years that when you are a person online and your face is constantly out there and gosh, and people get crazy with like anything. It's part of the territory of my job, and I've come to realize that. And honestly, like I let people pretty much like say anything for the most part. Everybody knows that I'm not some freaking weirdo where I, call people. I know some people get mad about everything. I'm not that person, but when there's a line sometimes though, and when that line does get like severely crossed, then I will have to ban. But I would say I'm doing pretty good though. I feel like in the last, how many years have I been doing this? I've maybe banned like 10 people from the chat, which is not too bad if you think about it. I'm pretty proud of that. Like, I'm pretty proud that I feel like I have a really good community of people that are just like fine, like normal, like no crazy psycho-ness in the chat or anything like that. So yeah, that's where we're at. But anyways, this is where we're at. Okay. Tiger Claw Gaming says I'd be banning people left and right. I'm not that person. I don't even block people on Twitter. And you would think by now I would have. I've maybe banned like throughout the years, God, maybe like 50, which is not bad. And when you think about like several years, and maybe it might even be less than 50. I'm just throwing out a number out there. Again, it's just crazy stuff. We got Ender Buckley who says he's a prolific blocker. Yeah, no, I don't like to do that. I don't like to block people unless usually the people that I have blocked, I don't even know what reasons. Like I've blocked people that maybe I knew in real life where I'm like, oh, I don't want that person like following me at all. Like that kind of stuff. I'll be like, nah, like I'm going to block you. Like I know you in real life. So like blocked. So funny. Oh man. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. And I was only ever blocked, by the way, when it comes to a wrestler. I remember Ryback blocked me. But then he unblocked me. I still don't even know why. So funny. We got an Aleister Black promo.
You felt that it was necessary to stick your nose in my business, and that debt that I wanted to collect is now inherited by you.
So, Aleister, you think I owe you a debt? You remind me of this collector I used to know back in the street. You know the type. He would collect what was owed and then take a little extra for himself. Well, I stepped in for one of my boys like I did with Truth. And he didn't like that too much. And when I give him my best shot, he never collected from anybody ever again.
See, a lot of people think that you and I are cut from the same cloth. The truth is that you fight to prove who you are, whereas I fight to reveal who you are.
I ain't nothing like you. All you see in me.
I'm excited about this. Damian Priest and Aleister. Although I didn't love the DQ last week, though.
I will tear down the walls that you've built to hold back the truth. And when there's nothing left, for the first time, Priest, you'll see yourself.
Hey, shout out to Brad Smith. And we got Philip Allen in here, Chris Robinson, Arnold Nicholson Jr., Kevin Simpson, Leo Boroy. We got Alexandra Leo. What's up, Alexandra? Ellie Lallister.
I'm bringing these hands, and I'm gonna punish you.
Oh, Ellie reminds me of when Teddy Long was blocking people. I was blocked by Teddy Long once. I've never interacted with Teddy Long in my life. Yeah, that was the whole, he did a bit for a while where he was just blocking people. Do you guys remember that on Twitter? Where Teddy Long was blocking people, but then it wasn't him or something? I forget the story, but it ended up being something really funny. But I don't really remember exactly what happened. I just remember it being really funny. Yeah, Don says Teddy blocked a lot of people, wasn't even following him and got blocked. Yeah, it went viral because everybody was like, why is Teddy Long blocking people? Like, we didn't do nothing. And then it turned out to be like I forgot what it was, but it ended up being like a funny story.
This has been away for 6 weeks after being sent crashing through our timekeeper's booth by this werewolf. And I don't know if coming back to try and get even was the smartest idea from the A-lister.
All right, so we're about to see Fatu and The Miz. Jason Bourne says Teddy even blocked The Undertaker. Playa!
Jacob Fatu, in the midst of what we'll describe as complex family matters that had him turn against Solo, so is absolutely beloved by the fans.
Sorry, guys. I have to put my arm up. My arms are sore, and for whatever reason, when my arm is up, it feels better. And then when my arm goes down, I just feel all the soreness. Oh,
the U.S.
I gotta do this.
Solo Sikoa inside a
People are going to come and be like, what's wrong with her? She's sore, okay? My arms are in pain. And I didn't even work out.
Unfathomably slapped him just moments ago. That man being the Miz. Miz, what the hell were you thinking?
I was thinking unfinished business, as he would describe it, for what Jacob did to him that put him on the shelf for weeks. As the Miz quick to get at it with left hand.
Here we go.
Left hand from that southpaw stance.
The Miz.
Right to the corner and then.
Versus Yadameen. All gas, no brakes, Fatu.
Great from the Miz until it wasn't. It was hit and move, and then suddenly the Samoan werewolf does what the Samoan werewolf does. Yes, we do know exactly what you mean, and now Miz knows all about it too.
Yeah, you find out pretty quickly, don't you, against Fatu. Listen to this crowd here in Cleveland, the Miz's hometown, but they just love Fatu.
This is a massacre.
Oh,
no! Just about getting out the way
Fatu's
in the
butt
nick of time. Now,
just went right into the turn. He hurt his like little tailbone. You ever hurt your tailbone? Bro, that shit's painful.
YouTube, all of which sounds a hell of a lot easier.
Nothing's worse than actually.
Samoan werewolf.
Yeah, big difference between being a ritzy.
The worst is hitting
TV host and.
Oh, there's a lot of worse. The worst is when you hit your like arm fat. You ever hit your arm fat and you're like, ah, or your elbow. The elbow hurts a lot too. The toe, of course. Or when you hit like a little love handle. You ever hit a love handle and you're like, ah, I'm dying. Death by love handle.
Mid-match, making their way down.
So bad.
The overpending Solo and the
Dan Bridgman says shin. Oh, yeah. I remember, I'll tell you a story. I remember one time I was at PWG and it was Austin Aries versus I forget who. It was several years ago. But it got violent and they started going out into the crowd and they started like, we're going to commercial break. They started like throwing chairs and shit, right? One of the chairs that like he threw went such a distance that it went right into my shin. Like the chair just went right into my shin and I was like in so much pain.
And
I thought, oh my God, I'm part of the match. Woo!
Miz is always in the hunt for friends because he quite simply doesn't have any most of the time, and you could do a lot
Hulk here says the funny bone is the worst. We got John here says, oh wait, wrong topic, John. What's happening there? I thought your topic was about your funny bone.
Looking to get the best of Jacob.
Don here says, banging your pinky toe on the edge of something. I start yelling in languages I never knew I could speak. Don just becomes fluent in every language in the world's bad words.
The chieftain being
so funny.
Jacob Fatu will be facing at SummerSlam Sunday inside the
Latuan Rocket here says, when you hit your humerus, aka funny bone, there's no pain like it. Or you ever smash your fingers?
A second.
Oh, or like you close your drawer on your fingers. I remember this one time my fingers got stuck on a garage door. Like legit a garage door. I look back at that day as a day that I'm thankful I didn't lose all three fingers. My three fingers got stuck in a garage door. And I just like
Samoan, but instead the Miz,
you have no idea how painful that was. A garage door. And nah, bro, I was like, it was so painful. My grandma and me were both crying. I was crying from the pain. My grandma was like freaking out because she'd seen the whole thing and she was like in a state of panic. And I was in so much pain. It was insane. It was one of the craziest
was
most
putting
painful
himself
moments
in
of my life.
position against the Miz.
Well, Fatu simply cannot focus under these circumstances. Try as he might.
A swanton, but the knees got up from the Miz.
Well, it took about 15 minutes for Fatu to jump off the top rope due to that.
We're back from commercial break in 52 seconds. By the way, we got a super chat from Matt B. Matt, thank you so much for the very generous super chat, dude. That's so awesome. He says, hey, Denise, that Hulk tribute got me emotional. Sending some green love your way, girl. Hey, Matt, thank you so much for the love, man. I was saying earlier that the biggest message that I wanted to get out there for people was just enjoy your life, man. Enjoy your life because we're only here one time. And we're very, very, all of us are very lucky, very blessed to be here right now. No matter what our circumstances are, we are all lucky. We're all blessed to be breathing right at this moment. So, yeah, that's really all I got to say. Thank you, Matt, for the love. Seriously. And hope you have a nice weekend, too. I'm looking forward to this weekend. This weekend's going to be fun for me.
Incredible night of action. Friday Night Smackdown here in Cleveland. Jacob Fatu, a week away from competing.
Tiger Claw says the most pain I've ever been in was watching Cena versus Orton.
MFTs are ringside. But right
Every
now
1,000 times.
Return to action against Solo Sikoa.
Crazy.
The guy who put him on the shelf all the way back in May.
Oh no, Anita here says I once accidentally slammed my right hand on a screen door. One of my fingers has this crook in it. Still to this day, I know about hand pain. Hashtag no fun. Anita, I get you. I get you. Ooh. Ooh.
The man who held the US
Love for
title
both who says I'm a skateboarder. I've been hitting my shins thousands of times. Never gets any less painful. Oh, with the actual board too in your shin.
First
Oh,
time in his WWE career.
painful stuff, man.
Came against
Painful
Solo.
stuff.
Now, Cleveland's very own The Miz in a tough spot. He slapped Fatu earlier tonight.
Thank you, Matt. Seriously, thank you. That's very nice of you.
Actions tonight, right now.
Oh, would you look at the MFTs?
Also, happy early birthday to Melissa Cabello, who says tomorrow's her birthday party and then Sunday's her actual birthday. Melissa!
There goes Fatu!
Seriously, I hope you have an awesome freaking birthday, man.
3-for-1 deal.
You're always very
from
cool, so I
Jacob
hope you have a cool
Fatu.
birthday.
Jacob Fatu looking ready to fight anything that moves right now.
Tamatanga goes flying. Super kick against Solo. They will meet up at MetLife Stadium. Pop up Samoan. My oh my, Jacob. The werewolf.
Yeah, pretty straightforward little matchup there. Pretty much almost practically a squash. But not so much a squash, just a little bit of a squash. Shades of a squash.
Will not win the war, not against this quartet.
And it is 4-on-1 as JC Mateo continues with kicks. Oh, but help is on the way.
Make it 4-on-2.
It's
and
Big
if I
Jim.
see what I think I see, a steel chair. That is 4-on-3. And dropping like fly to the MFTs. Big Jim here.
Would you look at Big Jim? Tamatanga getting met up on the apron. Pulls down that top rope and Solo goes flying.
Big Jim just a step ahead tonight.
Steel chair in hand and across the back of the nearly 7-foot-tall Tamatanga.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, my. Look at that face.
Just shrugging it
Talatanga.
Start running
We got
now,
Big Jim versus Talatanga right now.
Holding that chair, but what a boot to the face by Talatanga.
Oh,
Now
this
Solo Sikoa and the rest of the MFTs are right back to business.
It was a valiant effort from Jimmy Uso.
They're holding down Fatu now.
Against this massive monster.
Fatu needs a friend. We're his friend.
Up for the Samoan spike. Oh, and the gutsy Jacob Fatu trying to fight his way free.
No quit in the Samoan werewolf whatsoever. How the hell is he pulling this off?
He's taking all 4 of them on. Super kick and another. And now the hip attack against Solo Sikoa.
Simply dog walking a bunch of fools tonight.
Matt B says trying to say Talatonga's name 5 times fast is a challenge. Talatonga, 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 Talatonga.
He's a week away
Actually kind of fun.
to regain
Talatonga.
that gold, and Solo is a sitting duck.
Talatonga.
I'm trying to tell you. I do this solo.
Oh no, Paul says he's
Well,
broken
this is a
both
career
wrists, both
ender
angles,
right here.
every
And
fiber at least
Solo
once, and a few
Sikoa in
toes.
major peril.
He's gonna
Oh, that was pretty cool clothesline.
Solo
Because I'd sew any of it again rather than a bad toothache anytime. Oh, a bad toothache. Oh, bro, I've been there. It's the worst. Like, you become desperate. Like, you'll do anything to get rid of the
While
pain.
Solo Sikoa must be thanking his lucky stars that Talatonga is by his side. The absolute difference maker tonight.
the newest and largest member of the MFTs, slamming down Jacob Fatu. And as brave and courageous as the fight was against these four, it ends like this, surrounded and spiked.
Fatu taken out by the MFT.
A steel cage awaits
Forever!
next weekend at MetLife Stadium.
It's a really nice chain that Talatonga has, by the way.
Oh, I gave you everything. This is what happens when you betray me. Next week, I'm beating your ass.
Message sent by Solo Sikoa.
Bruh, Solo ain't not winning that SummerSlam match, let me tell you.
That message will be received.
Gave you everything. This is what steel cage next week. Let's go backstage to Kathy Kelly.
We got the
Yeah,
Street
Joe,
Profits
I'm here
and
with the Street
B-Fab.
Profits and B-Fab, and you guys, the WWE Tag Team titles on the line tonight. I was hoping I could get your perspective on what you think that Rey Fenix and Andrade need to do to capture those titles from the Wyatt Six.
Kathy, the Wyatts are a different kind of enemy. So they need to be dealt with in a different kind of way.
Montez Ford.
Kathy, the Wyatt Six do need to be dealt with in a specific type of way.
Never
and they have
mind, I
their
thought
own
he was
specific
making a
type of rules.
joke.
But you know what rule
Because
that
the
we
way that
don't
he was
understand?
posed
It's the simple
directly
fact
under
that we
Kathy's
don't even
arm.
qualify match
I thought he was trying to be funny.
Fam,
He
it's all right.
wasn't.
We don't give a damn who wins. All we know is we got next.
Leopoldo says, Denise, you better have the ice
First of
ready
all,
because
take
your
the
hub's
bruises.
going to have a few
I'm the
bruises.
cleaning
Yeah,
guy. You know how to
bruh.
wear that.
The
Okay.
hubs is going to
Secondly,
come
you have the
mad
titles and you blew
today.
it. It's okay.
Going to come home
Don't
angry.
Step aside. You let the best tag team in the world.
Anita
fix the
says, I
mess
love
we
B-Fab's fit
Mess
and
we
bun
made.
buns. Yeah, her buns, or her hair buns, let me emphasize, are very
Matter of
cool.
fact, hey, hold on. Did Johnny kick you in the face last week?
Did Johnny just kick
Oh.
you? It's none of your damn business. That's family business.
Uncle Dong says it's the same formulaic ending week from
At least we have a
FFT.
plan, okay?
Seems like that's all they got at the
It's
moment.
Super simple. Stay out.
Stay out of the way.
Stay out the way.
And mind your business.
Hey, there's only one thing that matters in the tag team division right now, and it's this red hot.
Matt B says, hey, your hair's rocking. Oh, I'm wearing the lazy hair today.
Andrade
Everyone
Rey
knows
Fenix
that if you see
trying to
me with
take
my
the
hair up,
gold
it's
from
lazy
the
girl hair
Wyatt
day.
Six.
Oh my gosh, today though, I did the unspeakable. Today.
Physically, I could do this longer.
Oh, it's WWE Unreal. By the way, I'm gonna probably do a WWE Unreal watch along. So keep an eye out for that. I want to see what they end up doing.
John Cena, one of the greatest performers in the history of our business.
Yeah, so I'll be doing a Unreal watch along since it's out Tuesday. That means it's out Eastern time Tuesday, which means 9 o'clock on Mondays, right? That's how Netflix usually does their drops. So if I wake up Tuesday morning bright and early on the 29th, all the episodes I believe should be up there already, right? For Unreal? Oh, you know what? I don't know if they're dropping all 5 episodes out at once or are they gonna do like a weekly drop? Because they kind of switch it up and stuff. Well, either way, I want to do a watch along for it. So once I see what the situation is that day, then I will go ahead and do so. Because I don't know, I'm interested to see what ends up being done here, right? Like I know there's a lot of people that are against it, and I 100% understand, but I'm nosy. I want to see what is I cannot not see. So people like me are definitely going to be tuning in. All of us nosy bastards. I was going to share a story. I don't remember what the story was though. Damn it. Damn. I was gonna, Lewis says Netflix normal does all at once. They switch it up though for certain shows. Or am I confusing them with Max? Because I know Max does weekly drops, and I know this because every Sunday my favorite TV show comes out on Max. And I get so mad when the episode ends, and they always end on a cliffhanger. Always. And then I have to wait a whole ass week to get the rest of the information. I forgot, what was I talking about before this that I said I had a story for everyone? Oh my God, I don't remember the story. Oh, by the way, everyone's asking what's the show? The Gilded Age on HBO Max. The Gilded Age, it's about like people in the Gilded Age. I like period pieces, like those types of shows are usually very, very appealing for me. So I always watch those. Oh, Dom was saying, I was saying something about my hair. Yeah, I was. You're right. But what was it? Oh, no, I forgot. Oh, well, I guess it wasn't that important. Matthew says I did the unthinkable. And now I literally can't even think about it. Now it really is unthinkable. I did the unthinkable. Fuck, what was it? Oh my God, I don't remember. You said you did the unthinkable. Oh, this is going to kill me. All right, at some point I'll remember it. I just don't remember what I was going to say. Legit, do not remember. All right, well, whatever. Eventually I'll remember. All right, let's see what else we got in here. We got the infamous DJ One who says the Rich Eisen show is my favorite. Yeah, Rich Eisen does some really great stuff from what I've seen. Yeah, no, guys, I can't remember what it is, honestly. And it wasn't about Unreal either. It was something else about Unreal. No, I don't remember what it was. Damn it, I'm so mad. Because I felt like I was really excited to share this story. And now I just... Don says, someone complimented your hair. You said, we know what it means when you wear a ponytail. Yeah, but what was the story, though, with that? There was no story now that I think about it. Fudge. I'm so mad right now. I don't remember the story. Because nothing that I've done with my hair was unthinkable. So who knows? All right. Well, oh well. What can you do? Let's see what everyone is saying here. John says dropping episodes all at once or 5 weeks. I really hope it's all at once so we can just knock them out. So hopefully they do. All right, let me turn the audio back on. We are back on SmackDown.
93,000 standing on their feet for this one, Gorilla. Andre the Giant facing the Hulkster. The irresistible force meeting the immovable object. Look at the size of the Giant.
One of the crazy things about like when I would go back and watch WrestleMania and stuff like that, I always get sad like looking at all the wrestlers that are no longer alive. Do you ever think about that when you're watching old wrestling shows and you're just like, oh, like that person's not alive anymore. That person's not alive anymore. Oh, it makes you sad whenever you see that. I always think about that when I rewatch old wrestling. I'm like, fuck, man, like only that person's left. That person's gone, you know? I don't know. Marky Dark says all the time. Lewis says, yeah, it sucks so bad. Seeing that, Kevin Simpson says very much so. Yep, Arthur says some of them are dead, deceased, living, or retired. Yeah, especially like depending on how old you are. Those for everybody, it's a little different, right? Because some of them, it's like people that you grew up with. Some you didn't.
Ladies.
Julia was very happy, by the way, yesterday at San Diego Comic-Con. Also, there's Kiana James.
If you'd like to speak to Julia,
We'd
you'll have to
seen
go through
her
the
a little
proper
bit
channels.
backstage last week. Out of my face, clipboard Karen.
Julia,
Clipboard Karen.
I know that you think that you have no competition because no one's had the balls to step to you since you won the title, but muzzles off. I'm here to talk about my rematch. Right. Well, naturally, I'm one step ahead of you.
Kiana's gonna be
I
like
spoke
her
to your colleagues.
manager.
You'll get your opportunity next week. And when Julia beats you again, he'll be nothing but another footnote in her portfolio.
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
It's okay. I like a little fire. Don't get too comfortable. Because remember, tragedy lures with fortune first.
I like Julia's
See you
hair
next
today. It looks
week.
very cool with the silver and the purple.
Zelina Vega dropping a clipboard Karen on Kiana James is something. Hey, we're a week away. This is going to be a thriller. World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. CM Punk against the ring general Gunther from MetLife Stadium. It'll be Saturday.
Yeah,
evening.
Kiana James was called up a while
KSI.
back ago, Kevin.
Also on
But we hadn't
Saturday,
actually seen her though on
WWE
TV. Like
Women's
she's
Tag
been
Team
called up
Champion
since
Raquel
like
Rodriguez,
the
Roxanne
last
Perez will
draft,
defend
I
against the
think.
unlikely
I remember I was
friendship
very
duo of
surprised
Alexa Bliss
when
and
they
Charlotte
How about the way things
I
started
was
here
very
in
surprised when they
Cleveland
called
with
up Kiana
Jelly
James.
Roll
I wasn't really expecting
showing
it
off
at that time.
skills against Logan Paul. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll team up against Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul next Saturday at MetLife Stadium.
Hey, we got Steven Marchuli. What's up, Steven? He says WWE has been a face-driven company from Hogan, Hart, Michaels, Austin, Rock. WWE don't turn Cody until you get the next face of the company is ready. Rip Hulk Hogan. Thank you for the super chat, Steven, and for also sharing your thoughts on all of this. Thank you, Steven.
Sami Zayn, Saturday night in New Jersey.
I still don't think Cody's turning heel, by the way. I haven't really felt that way in a while, but I know people want to turn him heel. And I think people want to turn him heel because they might feel like they're a little bit bored of Cody at the moment. That's the only reason I can think that they might want to turn him heel.
Now Sunday at SummerSlam.
Sleaze Boy, what's up, Sleaze Boy? He says, problem, Grande Americano solution. Have Vince McMahon give him a lie detector like he did with Mr. America. Match to watch the Genius versus Hogan. Sleaze Boy, can you, Vince McMahon, if Vince McMahon was still running the show, he would have 100% had Grande Americano doing some sort of lie detector or who knows what kind of thing. Maybe he'd give him a golden egg. I don't know. It would have been a different scenario without Grande Americano. Thanks, Sleaze Boy.
Championship match. Lyra Valkyria.
Lynette says, Denise, are you going to SummerSlam or are you going to stream it? So I will be in New York for 2 days. I'm flying in Thursday, I'm leaving Thursday morning from Los Angeles, I believe. So I'll be there around like 3 o'clock-ish New York time, somewhere around there, 3, 4. I forgot what time. And I'll be in New York Thursday night, and then I'll be there Friday most of the day, and then I'm flying back Friday. And I'll be back Friday night here in LA, and I'll be up the next day. I'm doing Bust Open both Saturday and Sunday, plus then both SummerSlam watch-alongs. So yeah, I'll definitely be here doing all of that. So yeah, it'll be a pretty busy weekend though. No sleep that weekend. Tracy says, okay, bet if Solo, no, Tracy, last time this happened to you, you had to pay $50. Tracy says, okay, bet if Solo loses, $50 super chat coming your way. But if he wins, you have to be end all super chat Monday Night Raw with Yeet deal. Okay, hold on. If Solo loses against Jacob Fatu at SummerSlam, I get a $50 super chat. But if he wins, I have to, after every super chat on Monday Night Raw, I have to end it with yeet. Okay, I can do that, Tracy. I can do that. Thank you, Tracy. Let's do that. Bet, got a bet. We got a deal. Let's go, Fatu. We're gonna have to be yeeting all of Monday for a whole ass 3.5 hours, bruh. So funny. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy's fun. Tracy's fun. You know, Tracy knows how to have a good time. So funny. John says you're coming back to New York. Yes. Thursday and Friday for next week. Uncle Don says life expectancy for talent is 65 years old. Terrifying to see. I saw someone say, and obviously I don't know what the science behind all of it that is, but there is just someone wrote something about that. They were like, wrestlers from the 80s living up to like 71 is the equivalent of a normal person living up to 100. Someone was just making a joke. Like, that was what they tweeted out. So that popped into my head. Obviously, I don't know the scientific numbers or proof on any of that. But thank you, Uncle Donk. John says, just moved to New York City already. No, I love it here in LA. I have a good time in New York, but I definitely would not move to New York because I do love LA. I love the weather here. I'll be honest, like going to New York in the summer and experiencing summer New York, I started thinking, oh my God, I appreciate summer in LA so much more now. Like, I didn't appreciate it before. I appreciate it now. So I think the weather is something that I would not be able to get used to. I think that's like the big reason I wouldn't move to New York. And then also the second reason is that I like my space. And I don't know how I would feel about like being like, I know most New York apartments are more small. And I like to have my space. Like, I like to be able to stretch out, you know, and that type of stuff. When I was in New York for, I don't even remember what I was there for. Oh yeah, Fanatics Fest. My hotel room was so tiny. I think had my husband been there with me, like, I don't even think he would have fit in between like the wall and the bed, because even I had to like duck a little bit because the TV was there. And then like I had to move to the side, suck it in, the whole thing. It was just very, very tiny. So, yeah. Matt B, you didn't have to, Matt. Thank you so much. He says, sending another your way because you're the best. Yeet. Thank you so much, Matt. That's very, very cool of you. Seriously, you have the love, the support that you've sent in is just tremendous. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeet. Thank you, Matt. Ron Stollop says, what if the super chat that states yeets? If someone sends a super chat that says yeet, then I would have to do a double yeet. So it'd be like the yeet with the yeet if I lose the bet with Tracy. Ooh, man. Don says, I will be here for the Saturday night SummerSlam stream. Sunday night just for a bit. Work the next day. Forgot to take the day off. Oh, no, Don. That's the worst when you don't, when you have to work the next day off of a show. Because you just want to, like, sleep in, you know? Oh, man. Don says today was brutal. The heat and humidity was intense. Yeah, man. If you're in a place where there's tons of humidity, like that shit gets to you. You feel dirty. Your head starts to hurt. You're in a bad mood. And then it tires you out so much more. It's tough. It's tough for sure. Carla says, what's your favorite restaurant in New York? I've always wanted to go, but I think I'll wait a while. You should go, by the way, at some point, whenever you can, because it's just a fun experience overall. I think everyone has to experience New York if they can. I recently discovered La Pecora Bianca. I think that's how you say it. And I went there now 2 times. And I ordered the exact same thing both times, the chicken and the salad, and it was so good both times. And then also for that, I loved that restaurant. And then I like all the pizza places that I've been to. I really enjoyed the pizza place that Alex took me to. It was called Prince Street Pizza, I think. And then I went to a pizza place with my family too when I was there. It was called John on Bleecker Street, or Bleecker John, something like that. And that one was really good too. I also like La Familia Pizza. I like that one too. So yeah, so I feel like those are some of the ones that I can think of off the top of my head.
All net
Thanks, Carla.
of the Hulk Hogan Legacy Collection to his family. The collection
also, shout out to Gian Reza, who's also in here. What's up, Gian? All right, let's see what's next. Thank you, Henry. He says, I just hit up all your posts. Thank you. Thank you. Very encouraging since we have a brand new editor today. So I'm sure when Phil, my new editor, is seeing all of the likes and comments coming in, he's like, yeah, I'm doing a good job. Woo!
Andrade's been in the United States.
All right, here we go.
champion.
Tag team
Ray
match.
Phoenix,
I
for
still
him,
don't think we're
obviously,
going to see a
first year
title
on the
change,
roster,
but
so
if
this
we
is
see
chance
a
to
title
collect his
change,
first WWE title.
if we see a title change,
All wins out of 4 for
I
a
will be
brand
very
new
happy. Do a little
duo.
dance.
And now you get the
Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. Hey, Raymond. He says, hey, Denise, yesterday was my birthday. Raymond, happy late birthday. What are you? July 24th was your birthday. Nice. Raymond, thank you so much for hopping into the stream. I know you. Birthdays, I don't like to do anything, even the day after. Even the day after, I'm like, I want to chill. I'm still in birthday mood. So thank you for tuning in. Cobra says, dear editor Phil, off to a good start, my good sir. Sincerely, Denise. So funny. Hey, Tracy says, oh no, Tracy says, one more bet. If Seth cashes in and shocks everyone, $100 super chat for you, and you will have to say nice things about Seth on Raw. Deal. All right. If he cashes in, and I get $100 super chat, I will say 10 nice things about Seth Rollins throughout the Raw watch along or post show, all combined. So the 3.5 hours, I will find 10 nice things to say about Seth Rollins. I'm even going to prepare them. I'm going to prepare them ahead of time so I can have them just in case. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Tracy loves Seth Rollins. So that's her boy. That's her boy, you know? Thanks, Tracy. Michael Duke says, what's your favorite pizza, Denise? Favorite pizza here in California? I like this place called The Pizza. However, I haven't gone in a very long time because it's a little far from where I live. The place that I know that it's at is in it's in Brea, actually, in Brea. So I haven't been to Brea in a while, but I like Z Pizza a whole lot. But the places that are nearby to me, I usually go to Shakey's, or there's a place called Te Amo Pizza. That place is pretty good too. It's a little further, but I'll order it on like Uber Eats.
The ominous.
Those are usually my go-to pizza places. Sometimes I haven't really done Domino's or Pizza Hut in a really long time though. I used to when I was younger, not so much no more. And then there's also these random pizza places that'll pop up on my Uber Eats. I'll order from those places too. Like if it looks good, I'll tune in and get that.
Tag Team Championship
Thanks, Michael.
From here at Rocket Arena in front of a
Pluchu says, I'm not going to dish Chicago deep dish, but it's not pizza. That's casserole.
Casey comes straight on the attack against Phoenix. You talk about them being.
Hey, we got Maggie. Maggie's back. Maggie, how are you? I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. Also, Raymond Williams says he just had some carrot cake. Nice. Carrot cake is good. I like carrot cake. It's one of my mom's favorite cake toppings, or cake flavors, excuse me.
Somehow Phoenix and Andrade have to block out the noise and focus on
That's a
what they
fact,
do
though. Love
best.
for Boost says our bagels
To be
breakfast
fair,
sandwiches are the
that's
best
exactly
too.
how they've started
New York
this
has
match.
amazing bagels. So good. Although I will say this though, the last time that I was in New York, I noticed that food is way more expensive than the last time I was there. No, wait, like a few years ago. Since like the last round of New York trips that I did. Like the prices have seriously gone up.
Ominously waiting in the aisle is Uncle Howdy.
But I mean, I know they've gone up everywhere, but damn, I just really noticed it in New York, though. Even the places that looked kind of cheap were not cheap.
Expect diversions, expect decoys.
We got Funny Redemption who says, I'm from New York. New York food is good. Oh, yeah, I had some good stuff. Some really good stuff when I was there. But pricey as all hell. Oh, you know what place I really liked? What breakfast spot I really liked in New York? It's called Morning Star. Morning Star. It's like a little red building. Oh, I love going to breakfast there. I'm not even lying to you when I've tell you guys I've gone 5 times to Morning Star. 5 times I've gone to Morning Star. Michael Duke says chicken bacon ranch pizza is my favorite. Yo, chicken bacon ranch is lit. I usually just do like pepperoni, cheese, and jalapenos. That's usually my go-to.
Dexter Loomis.
Ashton Marcano says bacon, egg, and cheese in New York lit.
Right to his upper back.
And what's often mistaken when it comes to the Wyatt Six, because they are such odd and out there personalities, is when they get going bell to bell, guys like Loomis and Gacy are so technically astute. They are so effective at tearing down and dismantling
Cobra Stars.
opponents.
I just realized we're in
That should
commercial
not be
break. Didn't
negated
even
by the
realize
fact they
it.
have such warped personalities.
Cobra
Yeah,
Star here
benefit
says
of the opponent,
five-time Morning
that
Star
entryway.
champion.
And see Nikki Cross and Uncle Howdy.
That's me, baby. That's
and
me.
looming there, you see Big Eric Rowan, such a presence at all times.
I mean,
Tiger
I don't
Claw
know who
says he does
scares me the
mushroom
most
spinach
technically.
chicken
It's
on pizza.
Rowan, 'cause it's so massive, but then
Sounds
you look
good.
at
I like me a good
Cross
veggie
and Uncle
pizza.
Howdy, and no thank you to any of them.
Now, so unpredictable is Nikki Cross.
Matt B, I like Chipotle actually. I don't like Chipotle rice though. I kind of hate their rice. Their beans are okay.
And right now, Phoenix is fighting for dear life.
I
and
like
it
the
seems to be a
salsa
battle
that they
he is
use for
losing.
the potato chips.
As Hope starting to slip away.
I like the
and you
chips;
look
they're
at
all
the
right too.
Expression
I
on
like
the face
Chipotle.
of Andrade, who came here to win gold tonight. He might not even get tagged in again the way this is going.
By the way, I just realized SmackDown ends in 7 minutes. Right now, when Melissa Cabello wrote "Love SmackDown" 2 hours. Yo.
Compounding that damage to the neck
And
area
I will
of
be
Ray
joined, by
Phoenix
the
as we
way,
speak.
by
Ray Phoenix
Robin
managing to
Lundberg.
buy
He should be
himself
here
a
today
little window, but that window
on
just
the
got
show
shut
so
down
we can
once
do
again.
our post show.
Phoenix trying to fight his way free.
Find his way free, trying to get the tag. Oh, inches away.
WWE Tag Team Championship match here in Cleveland. It's the Wyatt Six with a title defense, their first title defense since winning the gold 2 weeks ago against the Street Profits. And how do you deal with the high-flying, acrobatic, explosive, intense style of Ray Phoenix? You smother him, and that is what Dexter Loomis has been doing. But here comes a fresh Andrade.
What if we got a
Ray.
shocking win today?
So well against
And
Phoenix
Andrade and
until
Ray
it
just
didn't.
won the
And now,
titles.
as you mentioned, a red
What
hot
if?
and fresh
I mean, it is the
Andrade
main
in
event.
here.
Why
And
not?
Smell gold.
And he is rallying with a lot of momentum. The 11th time that these tag team titles are on the line in this calendar year. We've had 2 title changes so far in the first half of 2025. Could we have one tonight as the double knees come running in what has become instantly, here it is, trying to get gold, the hottest tag team in the division, Andrade and Ray
Oh
Phoenix.
no! Sucho says poor Robin had to do Not Sam Wrestling live on Thursday right after when the news broke about Hulk Hogan. Hope he's doing all right. Oh my God! Imagine having to like go on the air right away and react and talk about it. Like holy smokes, that's tough, guys. That's very tough. Trust me, it is tough. You gotta think, you gotta process, you gotta be ready to like mentally do a show like that. Can be very
I
terrifying.
don't know if Phoenix was going to make that save. I think just about Andrade kicked out, but regardless, oh, continues. And then it was 2-on-1. Good night, Ray Phoenix, who is in a mess on the outside, and Andrade may well be about to join him.
How about Joe Gacy saying, Ray, we're not doing that tonight. And here comes their signature move. Oh, but the assisted powerbomb.
Like Wyatt Six, I don't mind being tag champs. I think we all knew that was bound to happen, but ref took too long. Ref, you took too long. Ooh, but I just think that Andrade and Ray are just so superior as wrestlers that they would just be far more entertaining in ring. That's why I would like them to win.
To become the champs.
Ah, son of a bitch. I knew it. Dang you. Oh. Lame. They're so winning the titles, though. Whenever they do the rematch, Andrade and Ray, they gotta so win the titles. I feel it. I feel like their victory is incoming soon, someday, very soon. I feel it. Feel it in my bones.
That is Eric Rowan.
Big Rowan is immediately in there, and now, wait a second, Fraxium has made their way to the ring from the locker room, and Rowan takes care of them as well.
And keep your eyes peeled, because guess what? Here's the most effective machine guns.
What are we doing?
opening up the door to the locker room. The entire tag team division is making their way down to deal with the Wyatt Six.
Well, the Wyatt
Yeah,
Six
this
have been
whole
running
feud has been the
over
SmackDown
entire
Tag Team Division
for
versus
weeks
the
now.
Wyatt Six.
You've got to figure out something. If you have to team up to take him down, then so be it. And finally getting some steam on this enormous man that is Eric Rowan.
Phoenix and Andrade are back on their feet. Motor City Machine Guns in the ring. But Gacy and Loomis back to action. Rowan is just taking care of everybody. I mean, Rowan's a one-man row. The Profits are here.
There's the Profits.
Big Dog and Montez Ford are here.
The SmackDown tag locker room is completely clearing out at this point.
This is unbelievable. We're
Oh,
in the
damn.
midst of a title match.
Wow, the Street Profits
And
standing
Andrade
looking
Phoenix
tall.
should have won. The next
Oh,
thing you know,
now
we've got
there's
the
a
entire tag team
DIY.
division. What a
I think
DIY.
Nick Aldis is
Earlier
about to
tonight,
make a
we're discussing
SummerSlam match,
and now
probably.
everything has absolutely gone haywire.
Well, if it's Friday night and the
Oh,
tag division,
oh, bro, Angelo Dawkins.
should have expected that match. Match thrown out a long time
Oh,
ago.
there's
but
Montez.
who cares?
Here comes Taz. To your living room.
I think the cameraman got hit.
Laid out. Montez Ford has laid everybody out.
Well, now we get the officials out here about 15 minutes too late.
I have had enough of this. It's obvious to me and everybody watching that you lot are hell-bent on destroying each other over those tag team titles. And since you didn't get out of your system the first time around,
TLC?
here's what's going to happen.
Like last time?
SummerSlam, those tag team titles go high above the ring.
Yes,
And
TLC.
it will be tables,
Yeah,
ladders, and chairs
you know
for
me,
the
I'm a sucker for a TLC match.
Championship.
LFG, let's
All
go.
of them. We are getting carnage at SummerSlam.
Nikki
We're getting
Cross like,
carnage
yeah.
Still falling.
See at SummerSlam.
The entire group.
All right. They
contenders
saved
and
this
the
ending of
champions
SmackDown with that
rolling here.
announcement.
As Nick Aldis says, all right, you want it, you got it. Tables, ladders, and chairs.
You damn right I want it. Nice job, Nick Aldis. And somehow they've got to try and get control of things before SummerSlam.
They can't stop them. This is absolute chaos here in Cleveland.
Bedlam, carnage, mayhem, you've got it in abundance tonight, and we're going to get it again at SummerSlam.
Everywhere you look, they are brawling. Every major tag team, the biggest party of the summer, just got bigger. TLC for the tag team gold. Oh my Ciampa.
That was fun.
This is
All right. It
outrageous.
went from like a
We'll
crap
see you at
ass DQ
SummerSlam.
ending to
TLC
far
style.
more explosive. Really made the tag team division feel more like a thing to actually care about. So, all right. Good little ending there for SmackDown and a overall nice, fun 2-hour show. So I am going to be joined by Robin in just a second. And once Robin gets in here, we'll go ahead and break down, of course, everything else that went down. By the way, we got Tracy here who says, Deal, you got to bet my 3 boys could be on one night. Yes! One whole night, bro. One whole night. Tracy, I'm ready for it. Let's go. Mr. GRK Chef 13 says, TLC match LFG. Bro, I am a baby, a TLC baby. Like, by that I mean, everyone's born in like certain eras, right? You're born in the 90s, you're a 90s baby, right? Like that's what you do. But when you start, like when you get really involved, like really interested in pro wrestling, and there's like that thing that's really popular. I remember when I was really, really interested in pro wrestling, that's when like TLCs were a thing. So like I consider myself a TLC baby. But hey, before we get the post show started, whether you're a TLC baby, 90s baby, or whatever baby you are, make sure she's calling you baby in the sack with that Blue Chew promo code Denise. Are you having technical difficulties in bed? Are you tired of being counted out, tapping out, or simply jobbing out? Get out of developmental and get drafted to the best sex you ever had with today's podcast sponsor, Blue Chew. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets. These erection-enhancing tablets help men achieve stronger, harder, and longer-lasting erections for sexual activities. And Blue Chew is putting its money where its mouth is and offering you a month free. The process is simple. Sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The best part, it's all done online. That means no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Remember, hard times breed better men. So make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at bluechew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try your first month of Blue Chew free when you use the promo code Denise. Just pay $5 shipping. That's promo code Denise. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. What up, everyone? Welcome back to the show. It's your girl, Denise Salcedo, joined by Robin Lundberg. Robin, I feel like I haven't seen you in 1,000 years. How are you?
It has been a minute. I mean, it's only been a month, maybe, but it feels much longer, Denise. I've missed you so much.
Yay, we're back. And I can't believe it's funny because we're all, happy we're back. Hey, here we are. However, I'm going to have to pivot to a totally different direction in that, Robin, so much has happened since the last time that I saw you guys. So much has happened in the last, 24 hours. And the biggest wrestling news that we have been hit with on the news waves in a very, very long time occurred yesterday with the passing of Hulk Hogan, which at this point, everybody has talked about. However, you and I, Robin, we haven't had a chance to talk about it here on the channel. And on today's episode of Smackdown, this is today they paid tribute to Hogan by doing video packages of his career as well as a 10-bell salute with the entire roster as well as some legends out there. But Robin, I guess I'll start with, the last 24 hours. How are you feeling? What are you thinking? What's been going on?
Well, yeah, I mean, I hosted on Busted Open yesterday at noon. And that news came down at like 11:45 a.m. Eastern time. So right before the show. And, in a way, it was an honor to be able to do those 2 hours of programming about Hulk Hogan, considering I thought Cody Rhodes put it very well, right? Like there's been a lot of conversation since then. And I think age has something to do with it. And obviously how people personally feel has something to do with it. And I'm never going to tell anybody how they personally feel, right? Like we heard what Hulk Hogan said on those audio recordings. There's no way to sugarcoat that. And people can feel the way that they want to feel about that. But when you talk about his impact on the business, Denise, I'm not sure you and I are sitting here having this conversation right now if it's not for Hulk Hogan. And some people may not quite, realize the magnitude of that, but it's the truth. And some of that comes with age. Again, I'm a little older. And I lived through both arcs of Hulk Hogan. But Hulk Hogan is what made wrestling capture the imagination of children and crossed it over into the mainstream. He was the first true wrestling star. I remember Hulk Hogan was in Gremlins 2. He had the various movies. He was in Rocky, all those sort of things. And when he slammed Andre the Giant, that's probably the single biggest moment in the history of the business as far as crossing it over into the mainstream. As far as it being, I think 30-something million people watched that at the time, some ridiculous number. I remember going into school after he went against the Ultimate Warrior and our teacher talking about it after school. So like Hulkamania, Saturday morning cartoons, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, 24-inch pythons, the mega power is going to run wild on you, brother. And then after the man is, in conjunction with Vince McMahon, we got to tell the truth. In conjunction with Vince McMahon, they brought wrestling mainstream, but that character specifically, Hulkamania and Hulk Hogan, made professional wrestling mainstream. And then after that was the NWO and Hollywood Hulk Hogan and the turn at Bash at the Beach. And, you know, the NWO and Hollywood Hulk Hogan, that's a whole nother career arc that also changed the business again. Completely opened the door for the likes of Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock into Generation X and what is now known as the Attitude Era, you know, to the point where Hollywood Hogan stood across the ring from The Rock and the crowd turned in his direction at that time. So it cannot really be overstated, the significance. You know, he's probably, or I don't even know if I don't know if I need a qualifying word, the single most significant figure in the history of professional wrestling. So to see that news come across the timeline, it's like, it's a whole rush of emotions. And then obviously you have to deal, you know, everybody's their own life and legacy. Everything you do is part of your legacy. But there were a lot of people yesterday, I think, and maybe not everybody gets this because not everybody lived it in real time, who a piece of their childhood died when that news came across their timeline.
Well said, Robin. I mean, you just kind of encapsulated a lot of what one of the things that I had said when I was watching the tribute video for Hogan was that, and even just when I was thinking about this yesterday, because, oh my gosh, even though I was out at Comic-Con, it was just in the back of my head the entire time, you know, thinking about this insane news that we had just came across. And the whole time I kept thinking, man, it really feels like Hogan, we have seen him live 1 million lives or so. It feels like when you really think back to all of that, it's 1 million different lives. And it's just, there's so many different things to say. There's so many different ways that you can describe Hulk Hogan, that you can talk about Hulk Hogan. And the one thing that I do feel is that, I mean, I've just been thinking so much about this, right? And I've been trying to think, I almost feel like you can only say what feels true to you, right? And like Cody said, Hulk Hogan is not an easy person to talk about. He is a complicated figure. He is someone that unfortunately made a lot of things that he said, a lot of things that were not, they were ugly, they were horrible, they were horrendous. And he did things in the pro wrestling world. As much as he gave to it, he also unfortunately did hurt in so many different aspects as well, right? And so it is very, very hard. And then just the way that his career and his legacy ended towards the end, it feels almost sort of ironic, Robin. Like when you think about like what made Hulk Hogan, you know, famous and popular and made him connect with all these little kids was that they saw him as this hero, right? These little kids saw him as like, oh my God, he's so cool. And, you know, take your vitamins and all of that, right? And so kids loved him and adults loved him. And then to kind of see your career and your life end like this, where the actions that you did towards the end cause people to not feel, you know, there's been, you know, a lot of people just saying like they don't care and good riddance and goodbye and all of that. That's what we're seeing online. And it's sad, but that is how he made people feel. And so it's just crazy. You know what else I've been thinking about, Robin, is I was there when he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. And I'm this little, you know, teenage girl there. And, you know, I was a Hulk Hogan fan at the time. And I was, you know, clapping and cheering. And, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here for the Hall of Fame induction and how cool. And everyone was so happy being there. And then, you know, fast forward, 20 years later in the same city, I was there at Raw After Mania when he was, Raw After Mania. I'm sorry. Raw on Netflix, the premiere, and he's being booed tremendously. And that was a 20 years difference in time. Like, holy shit. Like even that, those little two events, Robin, that I experienced firsthand, just a night and day difference. And again, like you said, legacy matters and what you do matters. And that was one of the other things that I kept thinking about today was, you know, people do great things in their life, right? They do great things, but you have to keep it going, like, or else you're going to tarnish your entire legacy. And it's horrible to see someone tarnish their legacy, because at the end, when you and I go, Robin, I know we don't want people listening here. We don't want people being like, yo, fuck that person, right? They were awful. You don't want people saying that about you. You want people to say good things about you. But in order for people to say good things about you, you got to be good to the people And that's, what makes your legacy. So this is such a, it's a tough conversation to have, but it's life and it's real. And that's where we're at the moment.
And to the other side of it, though, I had 3 consecutive callers yesterday, grown men crying, because again, they had the action figure or the buddy. They were called buddies, I think, back in the day. So, sometimes people say separating the person from the art. I don't even know. That's your individual decision. It's everybody, how they, but I think you can take it and you can say, okay, what Hulk Hogan said and did, and this is how I feel about it. And again, that may just totally besmirch everything he ever did before. And then you can also just look at it and say, okay, what did Hulk Hogan mean to professional wrestling? And that's why I like what Cody said, because that part of it isn't complicated. It's not complicated to say that this person was kind of like the big bang for what the business became. And that part of his legacy, it wouldn't matter if he was the nicest person who ever lived or the worst person who ever lived. That would remain the same, because that is etched in the history books from Netflix to Coliseum home video back in the day.
Really? I mean, I'm sure you experienced it. I'm sure the listeners here experienced it, where I was getting text messages from people that I didn't even realize would be texting me about this. I mean, my aunts were texting me about Hulk Hogan. My mom was texting me about Hulk Hogan. And it's just one of those deaths that when they do pass, this isn't just within just a community, but a lot of people obviously knew of Hogan, and he's the most recognizable pro wrestler out there. So it was just, it was crazy, like the whole entire thing. And yet I think for me, the whole time, what I've been thinking about, Robin, is that, and this happens to me whenever anyone passes away, I always have a really hard time finalizing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't process it. Like, this person is gone. That to me, anytime anyone dies, I always struggle with, damn, this person's gone. Like, just like that, gone.
Yeah.
Always struggle with it. And that's the part that I'm still sort of stuck at. So while everybody's reevaluating all these things, I'm still processing. I'm still like, damn, I can't believe it. And I just can't. It happens all the time.
And it makes you come to terms with your own mortality too.
Yes.
That's part of it, because, Hulkamania feels larger than life. NWO for life. And hearing some of the clips or reliving some of the clips, I think about it. I saw a lot of this in real time, but okay, even the NWO, Scott Hall gone, Hulk Hogan gone. You go to the turn itself at Bash at the Beach. Who's on the commentary then? Bobby the Brain Heenan, who was the manager for Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3. Giant, Heenan, gone. Gorilla Monsoon on some of that commentary, gone. Macho Man Randy Savage, Mega Powers, gone. Ultimate Warrior, who he squared off against so famously, gone. Muhammad Ali, who was part of WrestleMania 1, one of the most famous athletes of all time, gone. And so that's just like a mental Rolodex of legends that I'm pulling right there that were part of me growing up, and they're all gone. And for Hulk Hogan to be gone, that's one of those signature marks. It is. I mean, it's one of those ones. There's I don't know if there's anybody, to talk about the phrase living under a rock, you had to have lived under a rock to not know who Hulk Hogan was, whether you ever watched a wrestling match or not.
No, that's true. That's 100% true. And it's just, it's a tough one. And the one thing that I've been reiterating the entire day is just live it up, guys. Live up your life the best you can, because this is a hard subject to cover anytime. And I hate it, but it's part of what it is. I wish we could just sit here and entertain people and make stupid jokes and things like that and talk about pro wrestling, which is not even something serious, but then to talk about serious things like this, it's always very, very hard. Also, Robin, shout out to you, man, for doing that show yesterday on the fly like that with 15 minutes notice. I would have freaked out, because you got to prepare so much. You're still processing your feelings. You haven't even had a chance to go and see how people are reacting, what is going out there. So I don't think people realize what a tough task that is.
Yeah, the only way you can do that is be raw, be honest, and roll with it. Because it's it's one of the most significant days in pro wrestling history, and I'm on pro wrestling airwaves across Sirius XM, Pro Wrestling Nation, and that's the way I've been doing it a long time, so the experience helps. But I looked at it as an honor to be in that position, to be quite frank, to be able to be the first voice to that many people in an audience for a prolonged period of time. So I just tried to do it justice.
That's awesome. We got Sutro here who says, hey, Robin, hope you're doing all right after doing Not Sam Wrestling Live on Thursday afternoon. Those last 3 calls almost got me too.
3 in a row, all in like audible tears, on the phone, grown men, obviously too, like 40, 50, something years old.
Yeah, I know. I remember gosh, and I know this is a SmackDown show, but this is obviously, what we're talking about. And then also, the 10 bell salute and everything. But I remember just, having the fact that there's an outlet to even talk about this type of stuff. When Eddie Guerrero died, I remember just bawling my eyes out. And, there was nobody else that I could talk to about how I felt about a celebrity that, I didn't know Eddie. I didn't know him. You guys didn't know him. We didn't know him, but I was crying in bed like if it was someone I knew. And so when you have an outlet to talk about it and talk about, someone passing and you're really, devastated about it, it's nice to be able, the fact that people were able to call in and openly, shed a tear and talk about their feelings. Like, it's a great thing to have, to at least be able to talk about it with somebody who might understand.
Yeah, I mean, look, even though the promo package today gets you a little, because and some of those feelings that you feel, you can't even articulate into one word and say like, this is how I feel. It's just that swell of emotions of seeing, the kind of the montage of your life and your life as you viewed it through Hulk Hogan's life.
It's just a lot. It's a lot to process, guys. We got Anthony Giuliano here who says, hey, Denise, miss you. What's up, Robin? Haven't seen you in a while. Tonight was a great tribute for Hogan, but thought there would be an interview from everyone. No, this one was very, very different for sure. I think the only wrestler that actually spoke about it on the show was Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is really great at talking about anything that is sort of complicated. People have always said, when he's done with wrestling, he should go into politics, right? Because that's who Cody Rhodes is. It's just a skill that he's got. How did you feel about him going out there and prior to addressing John Cena in their upcoming match at SummerSlam, he did go out there and he did say, I don't remember verbatim how he said it, but he did say, Hulk Hogan is a complicated figure to talk about. But at the end of the day, this is what he impacted in pro wrestling. How did you feel Cody Rhodes handled that? And were you expecting some additional tributes the way that Anthony Giuliano here just brought up?
I think Cody Rhodes said it perfectly. Couple things. The additional tributes, it did just happen yesterday. So that's one thing. Some of that, you saw what happened with Chelsea Green online too. So there's a little bit of the Pandora's box. Maybe they don't want to open and everybody alive, Mike, or whatnot. And maybe some of that will come in a documentary kind of form. I don't know. But it did just happen yesterday. So I thought it was handled with tact, with the 10 bell salute, the video package, and then Cody Rhodes being the one to sort of represent the company. But as I said at the top, I think he said it perfectly, because you can say the part about it being complicated in Hulk Hogan or Terry Bollea, the person, but his impact on the business not being complicated at all, because that's the least complicated thing that there's ever been, is Hulkamania to Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and thank you for the house, right? Like that's what a wrestler would say about Hulk Hogan's heyday, especially. So I thought it was really, really well put by Cody Rhodes, and it's why he's in the position he's in. It's why people would say QB1 at times, and it's why he's the one that had the microphone in the middle of the ring.
Thank you, Anthony. We got Infamous Raider Loco here with a very generous super chat. He says, stepping in to say what's up to Robin, our DWO leader, Miss Denise. Enjoyed the show. Women taking over first hour. Way too much hotness. Alexa, Roxy, then Jade, Chelsea, then Jade, Chelsea, Tiffany. Lord, needed 2 oxygen tanks. Is this the biggest TLC match ever? I am ready. So we did end the show with a bang for sure, because we closed out. It was the Wyatts versus Andrade and Rey Fénix. Now, even though I wanted to see Andrade and Rey Fenix win, we all knew that wasn't going to happen. The Wyatt Six, they just got their championships. Like, it would have been kind of messed up had they ended their championship run right then and there. And the way that it ended with the DQ and all of that, especially it looked like Andrade and Rey Fenix were about to get this victory, it really made me feel, Robin, I really do think that Andrade and Rey Fenix are going to become the next tag team champions. And fingers crossed, I'm sorry, Wyatt Six, but I want it to happen at SummerSlam. I'm sorry. I know it would be so short, and boo you, Denise, but damn it, Andrade and Rey Fenix are just damn good wrestlers. And then the promo video that they did today, Robin, I was such a fan of it. So I'm sorry. I want to see more of that. And they did make a TLC with pretty much every tag team that you saw out there. So who is that? That's DIY, Street Profits, what else am I missing? All of them.
Fraxium's in there.
Fraxium. Oh my gosh. Fraxium in a ladder match. Like, okay, I got the full list here. Wyatt Six, Andrade and Rey Fenix, DIY, Fraxium, and then Motor City Machine Guns and the Street Profits. That is 6 teams in a TLC match. 6 teams. You know, earlier they put out both cards for SummerSlam Night 1 and Night 2, and everybody was talking about how all of the tag team matches are on Night 1. I'm guessing they're putting this TLC on Night 2 now. So now it's making more sense as to why they decided to not put any when they made the earlier announcement.
Well, all the stipulation matches are on Night 2, so who knows the exact reason?
Yeah.
It is a.
Oh, you're right too. Pretty much. I mean, except for like. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But that is a total chaos. I mean, my kids were pumped at the announcement. So really, I mean, I think that's just a showcase for some high-flying bumps and action. And it's almost like, what is the floor for that match? It's pretty high, right? The ceiling is very high, but so is the floor, right? Like, what's the worst it's going to be? It is super duper entertaining. So I think it makes a lot of sense. You know, SmackDown's been this sort of playpen for the tag team division, and now they're going to get a chance to put it, put on a show in front of the biggest show since WrestleMania, at least.
I feel that the way they ended the show today, at first I thought, DQ, finish this, stinks, right? And then once I realized, okay, they're going to make a TLC match, I thought, oh, great. They're really making, like, I love the ending once they actually announced the TLC, because at that point, everybody had been fighting with everybody. We've been seeing, like, Montez Ford took the air, Angelo Dawkins took the air, like, everybody was flying about. And then closing out with that ending, I thought that made the tag team division actually look very cool on SmackDown. So I was a fan of how they ended up closing it after the DQ stuff. So that could be honestly, that could be the match of SummerSlam, this freaking TLC match.
I mean, it's definitely gonna have the maybe the most action. I mean, when I'm just looking at the matches itself, the triple threat with the Rhea and Io Sky and Naomi, I'm looking forward to a lot, just because I couldn't have been a bigger fan of the Io Sky Rhea Ripley match from Evolution. In fact, I think that might be the greatest women's match of all time.
Might happen. It could be, honestly.
Yeah, that match was so great, and then you have that. And then also the tag thing is a little, the amount of tag matches is a little skewed because of, one, you have the fact that Jelly Roll and that match, which I'm sure we're going to get to. And then, of course, the other big tag match, which is probably going to main event Night 1, is a little bit of a pivot because of the Seth Rollins injury.
Oh, yeah, that is definitely true. We got Anthony Giuliano here who says, I feel bad for Jimmy Hart. He is taking it hard. Yeah, I'm glad that he was able to be there, though, because obviously it meant a whole lot to him to be there and to be able to be part of that 10-bell salute. So I'm glad that he was able to at least be there. Anthony also says, everyone putting flowers down at his shop in Florida. Oh, I haven't seen that. Thank you for letting us know, Anthony. We got Infamous Raider Loco here who says, I will say, by the way, thank you, Infamous Raider Loco, for this generous super chat. He says, I will say my work knows me as a wrestling guy. Got a phone call that day, and boss made reference in our meeting this morning in the full room, said Frank thought of you and was wondering if you were going to call in sick, then did a tribute Ozzy and Hulk wrestling guy. That was another passing Ozzy Osbourne. Man, Robin, I don't know if you saw the last performance where he was singing Mama, I'm Coming Home.
Yeah.
One of the hardest videos that I've ever had. Like I when I watched that, I went back and I ended up watching it 3 times. I don't know, there was something about that video that was so heartbreaking yet so beautiful to see, because he got his moment. He got to go out the way that he wanted, performing and people, and loving him and crying in the crowd. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah, I mean, but it is nice that, to have that final performance so quickly before the grand finale for Ozzy Osbourne. But yeah, another, I mean, they say it comes in threes, right? I have Ozzy Osbourne, Malcolm Jamal Warner, and Hulk Hogan. But not everybody gets something like that. I mean, we were just talking about it with Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan didn't get the "when it comes crashing down and it hurts" on Netflix, right? With the Real American Beer. It didn't quite go that way for the Hulkster. So doesn't make it any less painful, I'm sure, for his family and friends or the many fans of Black Sabbath or Ozzy Osbourne. But it is something to think about as a nice touch to the end of his life.
Yeah, like I was just thinking, like if you're gonna go out anyway, you do it with doing what you love and with the people and just like that. So yeah, man. If you haven't seen that video, if you want to watch it, check it out. Thank you, Infamous Raider Loco. We got JJ Castillo here who says if it wasn't for Hogan, WrestleMania wouldn't be as a big event without his involvement. Wrestling wouldn't be as big today without him. Rip Hulk Hogan. Thank you so much, Jay Castillo, for sending your thoughts in. And obviously, as Robin and I just discussed here, and everybody will, agree with that. We got Steve Fight here who says, I'm 59 years old. My mother got me into wrestling at 8 years old. Hulk was my mom's favorite wrestler, so Hogan's passing hit me hard in more ways than one. Rip Hulkster. Yeah, especially because you associate these people with your memories and whatnot. So, Steve is going to associate this with his mother, and, you love your mother. So, of course, you're going to have these mixed emotions and all of that. It's a lot. Yeah, man. Thank you, Steve. Thank you for sharing that and sending some love to your mom. We got David Kaplan here who says, I was wondering, Denise, have you ever met Hulk Hogan? No, I never met Hulk, actually. He was at the Fox premiere when SmackDown was there, but I think if he did interviews, I think he just did so with like the first like 3 big outlets. But he definitely didn't get to where I was at the press line. So I didn't get a chance to ever meet or interview Hogan.
He might have called you brother.
Yeah, for sure. Which is crazy because that day I remember I got Sting, I got Goldberg, so it's just like wild. And I think about all those people that were there. Thank you, David. All right, so let's go ahead and get into Jam. There's just a lot to get into here on today's show, but let's just touch on some of the other stuff because I do want to talk about Logan Paul because he went out there immediately after they did the 10-bell salute and the tribute video, and we got some back and forth between him and Jelly Roll. Robin, I was so surprised. Well, maybe I shouldn't be because he's a celebrity and he's used to talking on the mic. But damn, I thought Jelly Roll did a good job with his promo. I can't even talk shit. And Robin, you weren't here when I talked about this, but I literally said, I don't want to see Jelly Roll in this match. I don't want to see this match. I could care less about this match. What are we doing? But I got to give him some credit for that promo.
I think the build to this match has been pretty good, to be honest. Look, When the idea first came around, I was a little bit like, all right. But then I also went to that same mental Rolodex and remember how many different celebrities have been a part of wrestling over the course of my life, whether it's back to Hulk Hogan's days with Cyndi Lauper or Lawrence Taylor, who's an athlete, but going against Bam Bam Bigelow at WrestleMania, to Bad Bunny, to Johnny Knoxville. I mean, 2 of the most memorable matches in recent times to me are Bad Bunny against Damian Priest and Johnny Knoxville against Sami Zayn. So that can happen. And then I do think they've done a nice job with the build. I'm not even that familiar with Jelly Roll. I think I understand his genre of music, I guess, just from the little bits I've heard, but I haven't really been a consumer of it. But I think one thing that's become clear in these promos and in these segments is he has a genuine love for what he's doing. And that is coming across. And I loved the Randy call out. I hear voices.
Oh yeah.
Into that, like, I love that. And I feel like every time there's been a segment of this match on TV, the crowd has responded to it. I think the stuff on late night TV got a lot of views. So Is it going to live in the annals of the most important matches that ever were booked for a major PLE? I'm doubtful, but I do think for what it is, it's been built very well, and it's going to get a good reaction come next Saturday at MetLife Stadium.
He looks like he's having the time of his life, like legitimately looks happy. And I thought, damn, man, I can't be a hater. I can't be talking shit when the dude looks this happy. Come on. That makes me kind of a dick, honestly. I was thinking about that. I thought, damn, I was shitting on this match because I really was. Because I thought, dude, Drew McIntyre could be in a totally different match. Randy Orton could be in a different match. Love-hate Logan Paul, he could be in a different match. And I'm like, they're doing all of these really big, important names in this match. And that's what my original thought was. But now that I see how happy he is, I was thinking, damn, I can't be mean about it.
Randy seemed really into his promo a few weeks back too, if you remember when he came out, like he was having fun with it. And let me give a little credit to Logan Paul, because he's the one that made Jelly Roll look good in the ring after the promo part. You know, the bumps in there. Logan Paul did the selling on that, so give him a little credit.
Yeah. We got Anthony Giuliano here, who says, I met Hogan 3 times and he was nice to me all 3 times. It's very nice, Anthony. We got Matt B. Matt, thank you so much for all of the support that you've been sending out this whole entire stream. He says, I can relate to Denise. It's not exactly like Stephen Amell joining in for a tag match. Gonna head out, but having safe and good weekend. Maybe grab something delicious for breakfast in the morning. Oh, you know it. Breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. So I will most definitely be doing that. Matt, thank you so much for the support and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you, Matt. All right, we had Alexa Bliss and Roxanne Perez. During this match, Alexa Bliss got a little distracted with Charlotte Flair and Raquel Rodriguez going at it on the outside. This led to Roxanne Perez getting the victory here and also holding the ropes as she rolled her up. So she also pretty much cheated. But Roxanne Perez gets the win. And the big thing that we really got from this was just them showing more of the bonding between Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, and showing that Charlotte cares for Alexa, because Alexa was busted open and all of that. It was fine. It was fine. I really do think we're going to see them win the titles at SummerSlam. I'm feeling good about it right now, Robin.
Yeah, I definitely think so, though. Well, otherwise, what's the point? I would say of putting them together. It's just kind of what are you doing with Charlotte there? And Alexa, really, considering, she gets good reaction from the crowd. So yeah, to me, it felt like, all right, here's a little bit of a build to this match, which isn't one of the pillar matches on the card. But at the same time, the fact that they're even tagging together makes me think they have to be getting a payoff.
Oh, yes, I'm with it. All right, we had Jade Cargill versus Chelsea Green. I thought the way this was set up was pretty funny, because Chelsea Green was running her mouth backstage, and Jade Cargill, she was talking shit about Jade, and Jade pops up from behind and basically beats her and carries her out there to this matchup here, and it's very quick. She hits her with the Jaded and gets the win. I liked the way it happened and how she got to the match. At one point, Robin, I'm not even sure if when she was carrying Chelsea, I think she might have even hit Chelsea's head through the entrance, or at least it looked like that from the camera angle. I thought it was very, very funny. Did this stand out to you at all?
Well, Jade is very good at the brawling kind of physical stuff. She makes it. She looks good when she's doing that. I think it's just, continues to make her look strong as you get into that match with Tiffany Stratton, which is what I'm curious to see how that one turns out. Because Jade is still in that phase of her career where she is getting better and having more and more one-on-one marquee matches. And then Tiffany Stratton's also at the peak of her career, but it is still not in the category of some of the rest who have done it over and over again and showing you I'm putting on a classic with anybody kind of. So I'm curious to see how they're going to mesh and how that's going to come out. But overall, it was effective. It's not the highlight of the night or anything, but I think it was an effective way to utilize Jade and build up to that match.
Yeah, they got her a win. She got a little confrontation. And I think you're right about Tiffany too, because when you think about it, Tiffany was on such a high, right? She was so popular, getting a lot of buzz. Then the stuff with Charlotte happened. The match wasn't great at WrestleMania, but at least the people were talking about the feud. But then since then, even though she had a really good match with Trish Stratus at Evolution, I don't feel like anything else has been so hot surrounding Tiffany Stratton at the moment. So I feel, I guess it's not really, we got a few more weeks to kind of heat this up with her and Jade, but it doesn't really feel that heated just yet.
Well, it's only one more week, Denise.
Yeah, you're right. I was looking at my calendar and I was like, there's only 1 week left. Never mind. It's crazy how fast SummerSlam has even come. So, you know what? Take the Tiffany Stratton Jade Cargill match is as is. Don't expect to get it hotter or colder. It's just what it is. We got a super chat here from Anthony here who says, when Hogan debuted in TNA January 4th, 2010, you can see me and my sister cheering in the front row, and I will cherish that video forever. Wow. Anthony, the fact that you got to be there is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Thank you for sharing that. We got Sleaze Boy here who says, I want WWE to give either Nikki Bella or Chelsea a misandrous gimmick. What is that? Misandrous gimmick? Where all she does is blame men and Christian Cage for her problems and loses. It will be like watching a bad episode of Reba. What? Sleaze Boy's always coming up with the most wild things on this show.
Misandrous is somebody who's prejudiced against men.
Okay, misandrous. Ooh,
but the Reba poll, the Reba poll got me. I've actually seen that show. But I would not have thought we'd get a Reba mention on the program tonight.
I'm sorry. Now I'm thinking of who can rock this misandrist character if there ever was one. I don't know. Because I was going to say Chelsea could make it funny if she did. She can make it funny.
Toni Storm.
Yeah. I can see that being funny too, with her being like anti-men. So funny. Sleaze Boy, thank you so much. We got Infamous Rare Loco here who says it has to be Alexa and Charlotte winning. They can turn tag titles around, I hope. Seeing Tiffany and Jade matching, looking incredible. Gonna love that match. Yeah, I did love how they kind of had like similar gear today. I did think that was appealing. Thank you, Infamous Rare Loco. All right, we talked about Cody Rhodes mentioning Hulk Hogan, but also what we didn't talk about was the rest of his promo, which was him talking about John Cena and basically saying he doesn't want to face this John Cena. He wants to face John Cena with the most respect, with the most hustle, with the most loyalty. There really wasn't that much to really gravitate towards this promo. Yeah. If you have something on this, Robin, color me shocked.
No, it's also not Cody's fault in this case.
No.
Yeah, you can only do so much when the opponent is not there, when you can't see him. So that is, he did what he could. And I think, there's a level of anticipation for this match that I think is higher than WrestleMania, though. And I believe it's because people are like, what's going to happen, right? Like, what is to come with John Cena's run? Could there be the double turn? Is the title going to change? Is Cody just going to get it back? How do they make up for what happened at WrestleMania? So I actually think there's more buzz around this Cody and Cena match than the WrestleMania match, even if the promo build, it's not as necessary because the curiosity build is there for you.
I think it's because people just want it to be better. They're really, really hoping. Like, this is the last go, at least from the looks of it. This feels like the last go to get it right, or at least make it somewhat entertaining. So I think that's probably why there's this anticipation. It's this anticipation of, okay, is WWE going to make this into something incredible, or are they going to drop the ball again? I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right. The Miz versus Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu got the win on The Miz after The Miz slapped him backstage. However, he was then, even though he had a little help from Jimmy Uso, it just wasn't enough. He got taken out by the My Family tree, which is Solo Sikoa's bloodline. And Solo Sikoa was, lifting up the belt and celebrating. I'm thinking Jacob Fatu takes that strap back at SummerSlam too.
Yeah, Solo got some heat though. Give him credit. The FU Solo chance going out there.
He did. By the way, I'm supporting. Since the last time you were here, Robin, I didn't like Jacob. Solo Sikoa. The last time we've done the stream for like the longest time, right? If I was gonna put it in a measurement scale, I would say I dislike Solo Sikoa at about 100%. I've now decreased that to at least 60 to 70%.
Okay. And he got some help from Taller Tonga. So
so funny, Taller Tonga.
But in the steel cage is a nice touch. I feel like the build for that's been pretty. That's a pretty. I don't know how much potential it has as a match itself, but maybe for some hard-hitting bumps and the like, and some heat from the crowd. I think they've done a nice job with that feud. And Jacob Fatu, I mean, Rohan, my youngest, he asked for a Jacob Fatu shirt. That's the one he got. So it goes to show you that they've done a good job in a still relatively short period of time. I mean, he ain't been there that long. When did you do the interview with him? That's how I remember Jacob Fatu's
November 2023, I think.
But it wasn't until WrestleMania that it sort of resurfaced, right? So it
resurfaced at WrestleMania. Yeah.
So really, we're only a year and change into Jacob Fatu in the WWE, and he already feels like a big star.
I remember when I first posted that interview, it was sitting at like 3,000 views for months. Okay. Months. And then when he made his debut, that shit exploded to thousands and thousands. And then the videos that I posted on social media got millions of views. And I'm like, bro, that was sitting at 3,000 views for at least a good 6 months. Like, it was crazy. Like, no one cared. And then suddenly everyone and their mother cared. It was great. It was great. I thought, yeah, it was like cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I had this and I finally cashed in and I won. It was nice. It's been nice. We got Infamous Raider Loco. It says, I don't know who's winning between Cena and Cody and not sure what I want, but street fight should be wild. I love Kiana James being back. Had hoped for her before injury. So hoping this is her push. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Frank. I kind of feel the same way about John Cena and Cody. But also, yes, you mentioned Kiana James. She's looking like she may be managing Julia. That's the vibe that I got because she was kind of speaking for her in this little confrontation with Zelina. Kiana James, by the way, if I recall correctly, she was drafted a long time ago to the main roster, but we just hadn't seen anything from her. And thankfully she's on here, because if not, the alternative would have been like a release or something, because we hadn't seen her. So thankfully they found something for her and she's finally on TV.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's just so many. The women's division is so stacked. It's hard. It's hard to make your way in there now, which is a wild thought from the past. But the Evolution show itself put that on display, not to mention the WrestleMania card coming up. But yeah, seeing some of these folks and perhaps what could be done with Julie in the future. It's difficult. It's a difficult job to get everybody the amount of shine that people think they deserve or warrant, and we'll see how it works out.
Yeah, hopefully it works out for them, because I think it could be something cool, something different. Thank you, Infamous Raider Loco. Alrighty, everyone. That is Friday Night Smackdown, July 25th. A nice 2-hour show, baby. We are in the 2-hour era once again. But Robin, first of all, I'm so glad we're back. We're back doing the show on a weekly basis. Very cool. So if you guys enjoy SmackDown and want to talk SmackDown, we'll be here every Friday night. Robin, have you started your channel with Rohan, by the way?
I got it. I need to do it around SummerSlam. Look at this.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit.
That's
he got
Raj.
the picture. How did this happen?
This is when I was at All-Star, WNBA All-Star for Indianapolis.
Oh, shit.
Raj texts me those photos, and I'm just like, I said, holy shit. Actually, I texted back my 10-year-old son, holy shit. How did that happen? And he says,
oh, so you weren't even there.
I wasn't even there. He said,
oh my God.
They were in Florida. And he said he was by the pool eating a cheeseburger, and he saw a man walk by with a tattoo that looked like Jey Uso's tattoo. And then he looked up and he said, that is Jey Uso. So
that's like the dream come true, to be a little kid chilling and you see your favorite freaking wrestler in the most random, unexpected place.
Yeah. So
what did he do when he saw him?
He went up to him and talked to him, obviously. took some pictures. Rohan too.
Wow. That's so cool. Oh my God. I'm just thinking about how I would have died, Robin, had that happened to me as a little kid.
I'm taking them all to SummerSlam next week, the whole family. So I'm thinking that would be a good launch for the Ring Rascals channel. The only problem is, Denise, I don't want to work.
I get it.
I don't want to work around SummerSlam. I just want to escape. But we got to get it. If there's ever going to be a tentpole event, maybe we film some stuff and then edit it after the fact, like a vlog, and that could be the launch point.
Yeah, it has to be, because if it's now or never, Robin, now or never.
You're right. Next week I'm getting it up off the ground.
Stephen Marchulli here says match of the year for the women still could be Rhea versus Stephanie. Yeah, that was a good one too. I think for me, it's still the triple threat though. And then I know some people are also going to say Rhea and Io, but I'm still going with the WrestleMania triple threat. Thank you, Stephen. We got Infamous Raider Loco says Kiana James had a bad injury, her leg. There's videos out there coming back, so I'm glad she's healed, but have a great night to you. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you, Infamous Raider Loco, for reminding us of that. Thank you.
You got to come in my chats too, Infamous Raider Loco.
Let's go.
He's dropping coin in here.
Let's go. And speaking of which, yes, we got Infamous Raider Loco here. It says, can't wait for Rhea versus Stephanie. When they do it, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, that's the one people are waiting for. I mean, I thought we were going to get there sooner, but hey, letting it ride a little bit, letting it ride. All right, that is our show for today. Robin, tell the people where they can find you, support you, check out your content.
Yeah, follow me on X. I plug everything there. Robin Lundberg Show on YouTube, but like I said, and I will be on. Are you doing Busted Open next Saturday morning?
I'm doing next.
Not tomorrow, but
I'm doing they gave me the slot of 9 to 1.
9 to 1?
Yeah.
But
Eastern
the regular
time.
It's
like an extra hour though, right?
Oh, they didn't tell me about an extra hour, but I am doing
because they told me 9 to 1. That's an extra hour on top of my normal time slot. And then Sunday, I'm doing 12 to 3.
I'm doing Saturday 9 to noon on the
Okay, they told me 9 to 1.
Well,
you better be there for that last hour, Robin.
we will be doing Busted Open next Saturday together, it appears.
No, you're just gonna stop at the third hour and be like, bye, Denise. You're alone for the next hour, sucker. That's so funny. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's why I had to look. I know I'm doing it. I just don't remember what time. All righty. Well, there you guys have it, everyone. Thank you so much. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You're already here. If you enjoy the content, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Bye, everyone.
Yeet.